Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and we are so excited to come to you today with another fresh new guest interview as he shakes his head in remorse for his previous comments as he drinks his Diet Mountain Dew because...
No, this is the regular Mountain Dew, bro.
Oh, you don't even drink the diet? You just...
No, I'm not going to diet. I drink
Mountain Dew and eat Twinkies and run a 5K in 10 minutes. So,
dude, Liz literally goes, if I had your genetics, I'd look like, Tom Cruise or whatever. She's like, I don't know anybody with your genetic makeup that can eat as bad as you do and then go run a 5K without practicing. And I'm like... She goes, it's a shame. She goes, what if you actually tried working out? I'm like, it'd take me 6 weeks to actually get fit. She's like, but I digress. So we're going to talk about lawns today. But side note, you're making fun of me, but this is our third or fourth intro. How many did you butcher?
Okay, here's the thing. No one would ever know. Like, no one can prove that. There's no proof to that. So you can be making
I'm recording on my end.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, fact check you later.
Yeah, let's release...
I'll make an Instagram reel out of you.
Okay, yep. Let's release. You see, he can't see my red button and how he doesn't know that we've been recording for the whole time we've been on conversation here. So there's a lot. Yeah. There's a lot of ways this thing could go. But what we're going to do today is talk about something that I know nothing about. This is my equivalent to your pine straw.
No.
Oh my goodness. Growing Yellow coming at you today.
The Growing Yellow podcast today,
Growing Yellow podcast.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
How does it feel to what? Be growing yellow?
To get bashed that bad by Paul Jameson.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. I had guys reaching out. They were like, man, are you okay? Like, that was bad. Like, you do good work. It's like, yeah, I just get the hand that I'm dealt, I guess. So
I thought the ambulance was going to come and pick you up, man. There was no survivors after that podcast. That's a 2-part.
Yeah, it was a 2-parter. That was the thing. I listened to the part 1 and I was like, man, this continues. It gets worse.
Hey, shout out to Ben Naiman. He did try to cover for you.
Slightly. He joined in. Paul dragged him down. Bad never brings good up. Good never brings bad up. Bad always brings good down. And so that's what happened in that conversation. But
yeah, hey, look, for what it's worth, I think you have a beautiful sod business. And
well, yeah, we've rebranded to Growing Yellow. Like, what do you expect? So
brighter bins, but it needs to be brighter grass.
Yeah, exactly, brighter grass. So. The equivalent of pine straw to you is what snow is to me. And believe it or not, we're actually getting pretty close to that because I think it's right around the corner. So tell me about snow, man. What is up with Launchpad Academy and snow? What's up with Brian's Lawn Maintenance and snow? Brian's giving me high fives to the camera. I'll give you a high five back. Like
it's a webcam, man. It moves. It's following me. I talk with my hands. So it starts zooming in and stuff. It's a Polish Italian.
It doesn't move on my end though. Is the thing. Like it might be moving on your side, but it's not moving on mine.
For real?
So it might not be working the way it's supposed to.
All right, learning every day. Professional podcasters here, but yeah, no, we're getting ready for snow. Actually, was at the snow show today, real time. I don't know when this podcast is dropping, but local
probably in like 6 hours.
Fair enough. I've been there. We all been there. So was at the snow show this morning. Couple new things there. Dropped an Arctic sectional video on their new razor blade. I don't know what the hell it's called. It's cool. That 12-foot articulating plow. You see that?
I've not seen it, but yeah.
I saw it on Dirt Monkey's page, I think last winter, but they had one at the show. That was really cool.
The one from I thought you were something new. Yeah, that stuff that I saw what Dirt Monkey posted last year. That thing was massive.
Yeah. It's like 1,260 pounds, I think the guy said. Yeah. So that was cool. But I got a truck on order, got our plow on order. Dude, super excited about fall. I mean, we need to make a bunch of money this fall, this winter. Building a home, we're cash flowing some additional add-ons. We got the pole barn that's going to be breaking ground next week. We're super excited about that. So dude, before we hit start on the podcast, I just said like it's wild right now. It's money in, money out. Like this is a spending money year. I said I'll probably get a tax refund, this year with with no true real profit, and then all the rebates I get back for having kids or something like that. But so Paul the other day was bashing me on the podcast. Bashing is probably a strong word, but he's like, Fullerton's making more money. I go, maybe not in 23. I said, I guarantee I'm spending more money right now than anybody. But you know what? Like, I don't know if people really talk about that a ton on podcasts. It's always like Pollyanna, life is good, and new shiny trucks. But like every new shiny truck to me just means an emptied out bank account more than likely somewhere else. And that's the truth. Like we're not made of money here. I know people think we make the YouTube millions, and some of that income does help with the greater house build that we're doing in general. But at the end of the day, we don't rob Peter to pay Paul with either business. So it's like, we'll buy another truck this year and empty out the bank account for Brian's Law Maintenance, reinvest to hopefully, have a bigger 2024,
Yeah.
So it's just it's fun and it's exciting, but it's expensive. But again, we're trying to grow just like so many of you guys out there. It's going good though, man. We're in a good position. Things are good.
This has been such a super lighthearted conversation so far, but let's turn it not a little deep, but just turn it into a little bit of business talk here heading into snow. So business has progressed for Brian's Law Maintenance the last couple of years. Snow game has grown, obviously. You're about to add truck number 3 to the fleet. So like, what does that look like? I mean, try to take yourself back to maybe year 1 when you bought the first Thunder, and then you were like, man, let's add a second truck. And the second truck was just last year, so it hasn't been that far from you. What was that process like? Because I think guys listening into the show are like, there's a lot of them who have done snow for 2 or 3 years, and you're like, man, we've got it, we figured it out, we got our feet wet. Now we want to take this and actually run with it. And it's like, how do you do that? Like, what are the processes? What are the systems that you would say, hey, these are key things to allow you to upgrade to a new truck, to add a new route, to bring on more clients, to get your snow game more streamlined, to grow that side of the business? Because we just did a show talking about being one season ahead, and like if you're just not putting out fall leaf cleanup signs, you're behind the game. And snow is here. Like I know I don't do it, but I know that it is right around the corner. And so this stuff, like real time live, if you're listening to this, you got to be working on this stuff. So like, what is some advice there?
That's a good question. I'll answer it probably a different way, because that's what I like to do. Be a little contrarian in me. Is when you said you got to be one season ahead, I'm not only thinking like you just said for fall, for leaves or something like that, or for winter, right? I'm thinking, where's your company want to go next year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now?
Yep.
Like that's how I look at it when you're saying I got to be one season ahead. So where we're at right now is we're in a growth mode. We're ground swelling to 1 million right now. Like the work that we're putting in, the investments we're making right now, the barn, the trucks, eventually we can get in the salting, more aerations, more pruning, the commercial works that we're doing, the type of clientele we're taking on. We're steering this rudder of this, let's call it aircraft carrier, which is like a dinghy, but it's all relative. We're steering right now, right, to turn to get the company to where we want it to be in the next 24, 36 months, which for us, an example could be going to $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million. So for me personally, if you look back at my last 5-6 year career, when we bought Thunder, I was in the field, owner operator business, had a little 2,000 sub YouTube channel, dude, just working hard,
Hustling.
Nothing crazy. Yeah, just hustling. Like so many of you guys listening in. Well, 5 years later, right? 5 years later, we have this social media thing going on, deriving an income from that, a lot of time and energy and focus, more than anybody will ever imagine. The company's growing, and I realize and you've heard my story, and I know a lot of people have heard my story, which if you haven't heard my story, I do like to explain it every time we do a podcast. Like, been doing this for 17 years. We're in Wixom, Michigan, which is about 40 minutes west of Detroit. First 10, 11 years, not very illustrious. We made no money. Okay. Got on YouTube. I started making videos to help people. People started commenting, and I didn't know how much those videos and those comments, I should say, helped me grow. So in the last 5 years, I met some really good people, the Corey Ballards, the Troy Clogs, industry titan type people. And of course, my friend Mike Bedell, who's a very instrumental part of that whole story. And we went from like the truck in the truck, $20 guy, making no money, to having a decent sized little 400 grand a year business. Nothing crazy, but nothing small either. You know, I got some people like, only 400 grand. I'm like, well, what's your company do last year? Like, oh, 180. I'm like, well, then shut up.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, if you're not there yet, shut up.
Yeah,
but at the same
you
point,
deal with the logistics of running a 400 grand company and then come back. Like it's a lot more than people think.
And do it a year after year after year after year. Like, and by the way, I always say people like, well, I had a good year. I did 220 last year. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm proud of you. I'm excited for you. And then the next year, if you go down to 120, I'm like, well, then obviously you didn't do the 220 right if you fall back to 120, because your business should grow with building blocks.
Yeah.
So just to go full circle, the last couple of years have been transformative. And so when I bought my first 2017 truck, I was like, yeah, I'm going to live in this thing. Well, I gifted that truck to my foreman 18 months ago because I, out of necessity, had to get out of the field the day to day. So we had to build a system, build teams, build infrastructure, bookkeepers, CPAs, office admin staff, all this mess. Right. So now, like, where the company's at is a good footing for us to go from 300-400 grand to $1 million, not just by one new truck or one new plow route, but to start adding 1 or 2 more trucks, 1 or 2 more mow crews, 1 or 2 more plow trucks. Right. So it doesn't take that many guys. You know, you can have a team of 6 or 7 dudes and churn $1 million company. Nick Carlson is one of our friends, manufacturing, similar but different. I think he said 8 guys and 8 figures. Okay. Like, are you going to do that lawn and landscape? No, but can you do 7 figures? For sure. And so a lot has changed that last 5 years to where last year we kind of had 2 trucks worth of work. And I realized that, and we had 1 truck. So I'm like, do we need another truck? And then I realized, well, we now have about 2.5 trucks worth of work. My truck, my newest truck, broke down twice last winter.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is not going to work. So let's get a 3rd truck. And not only that, we had 2.5 trucks worth of work anyway. So it's simple math. They're like, hey, we did a 3rd truck. We want to grow. The biggest upside for us in Michigan is snow. We can cut grass all day long for $40-$50, dude, a cut. And that's fine. That's cool. And I love it. But anybody who's serious in the snow realizes, like, you could make a lot more in snow, especially salting, right? People are like, well, why don't you do salting yet? I'm like, because right now I don't have the infrastructure and the logistics to salt all my sites. I'm not going to throw that on my guys. They didn't sign up for that. If they want the extra income or they want the extra responsibility and they want to grow the company that way, and we can make that extra revenue, sure. But we're not having that conversation just yet, right? Like, my guys don't want to be tied down. Now, when they start getting wives and girlfriends and all that mess, and girlfriends and their wives, I should say, and they have an apartment or house and financial responsibilities, and they become young adults, 25, 28, 29, they might say, hey, I want to go from making $20 an hour to, making 50 grand a year. What do I got to do? And I'm like, hey, it's a simple math equation. Let's bring in more revenue and I can pay you more.
Yeah.
So then we say, hey, what's the easiest thing for us to do? Oh, we add on salt, or we add on hedge trimming, right? So, like, knowing where you want to go in the next season is, like, critical. But at the same point, you have to know where you're at right now. And I'm not here to just go make another 20 grand doing a certain service and, like, tank what we already got going on. So I say all the time on our podcast, like, so many people are busy playing checkers. We're over here trying to play chess, and business is a game of chess. So to answer your question, short story long as always, we're really excited about the growth. We're really excited about more snow. We need to make those capital investments. I'm not a big buy used kind of guy. I can be on some pieces of equipment, and I actually share quite a bit of similar sentiment as you is when to buy new, when to buy used. I think we're both on the same wavelength with that. And everybody's got their differing opinions on that, of course, and that's fine. And hopefully you guys have your own opinion, of course. But at the end of the day, we're excited about growing. The truck is not just another truck for plowing, but next year, another opportunity for us to add another enhancement crew / weed pulling / hedge trimming / pruning crew. Man it with a guy or 2, and that's a good 150 to 200 grand a year potential business bump that we can make outside of the 20 to 75 grand we can bring in with that plow truck. So it's not just a truck, right? It's a whole nother opportunity of a route to keep busy. So hopefully that answers your question a little bit, but we realized we went from owner operator to I have guys working for me. The trucks differ. This new truck, it's not a Lariat like the 2017 truck. It's not a Lariat Baller F350 like my previous truck, my 22. It's a F350 XL with the STX package, which gives you like the cameras and the backup cams. It's kind of like a base trim, if you will, though. But the needs change. So people are like, well, I wouldn't be like Brian's Law Maintenance and buy fancy trucks. At the time, I grew my business because I was going to be in the business. Mm-hmm. And as we've grown our company to realize we're going to build more of a larger company probably in the near future, all of a sudden we're buying XL trucks. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
And like that's where some people just have this short-sighted commentary, other gurus out there that point at other people doing things right or wrong. And I'm like, at the time, that's the right decision for us at the time. But like, you have to know where you're at in that season and for the next season. So people are like commentating on what Brian's Lawn Maintenance does, and I'm like, dude, you have no idea where we're at. You have no idea where we're going. Like, how could you? Like, you don't know our plan. So it's, I don't know. Nothing is flippant around here, man. You got to be, and we don't have all the answers. I'll tell you that. But it's like some people are just spend so much time growing their business, like they're walking down the sidewalk looking at their feet. And I'm like, that is no proper way to run a real business.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta have your head up looking forward. I mean, it's something that I've harped on for a while. I know you did the same, and it's just like, you cannot get caught behind the 8 ball. And if you're sitting here worrying about how many leaves you're going to put in a bag this year, or whether you can get a debris loader or not, like those are just not superficial things, but like small-minded things. If you're wanting to grow and scale a company, you got to be looking way out. And
totally.
And it's not even if you want to scale, really. Like, if you just want to get your company to where you're not in the field every single day, like you can do that. You can run a lawn care business profitably and not be out there every single day with 2 or 3 guys. Like, it's possible. You just have to put the systems in place, and that's where we're at. I think you're in a similar stage of business right now. Like, you got 3 or 4 guys working for you, and it's like you're at a crucial point of putting systems in place. And I don't know, maybe hit on that a little bit. We haven't even had this conversation off air or anything, but I would like to hear your opinion on what does it look like for you this year of working yourself out of the field more, because I'm in that exact same position. And it's like, when you're out there, you realize, when you're not out there, you realize how many systems and things were just in your head, how many processes were in your head, and what things that got done because you were there. And it's like, how have you navigated that? Real life open up inside of Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Like, what does that look like for y'all? Making sure things get done without you there? Is it just a lot of just working through things, a lot of text back and forth? Hey, hit this. Hey, hit that. Like, Miss Herfenherbler wants this done. What an old Caleb Allman quote there. So,
yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I think people really
there's no right answer, right or wrong answer. It's just what works for you, because I know that there's other people going through it.
In my opinion, my humble, accurate opinion is there is a right or wrong answer. The right answer is thought process. Okay, so like, if you're not empowering your people on how to think or how to approach decision making, right? Like, that's where a company is going to falter, right? It rises and falls on leadership. Okay, so like, even if you have a little merry band of 4 or 5 guys, and whoever is the next line of leadership in there, so you got me running the company and Foreman Rob, for example. Rob is the next level of thought process and leadership in that company.
Yeah.
And if there's a situation, an obstacle, a hurdle, a problem, or whatever it is, Rob has to have the thought process about how to overcome that obstacle. Under it, over it, through it, around it. I don't know. I don't care. But at the end of the day, the job has to get done. By the way, there's, obstacles that we come up with that Rob solves problems with that I wouldn't have done the same way, or even had to propose that solution for him, because he can think, right? And so, to answer your question is, yes, systems are important, systems are vital and critical, but really, what does that even mean? I mean, it's basically, what is an SOP? An SOP is nothing but a guideline set of thought process.
Yeah.
Pick up shovel, put shovel in box, take the job site, dig hole, do a good job, invoice. That's a thought process of how you're getting a job done. So people are like, well, hey, what are you doing? Is it building a bunch of binders and stuff like this? I got a huge binder on top of my printer right here, or employee handbook. Sure. But really, it's teaching the guys thought process. Rob for 5 years, Mark for 2 years, and Ryan for 7-8 months now, right? Like, I've spent a lot of time putting thought process into the guys. Are they perfect? No. Do we have a lot of room for improvement? Sure. But I spend quite a bit of time on the phone, not only teaching them, hey, here's what we did, here's what we're at, here's where we're going, and here's how to think about those 3 different categories of whatever it is, right? So you have to transmute thought process into your organization, right? If not, you have robots. And what happens when a robot, it's like a sim hitting the wall. It doesn't know how to go around because all it's taught is to go linear. Like, you have to empower your people to think. And that takes investment. That takes a lot of time. That takes dinners. That takes phone calls. So
it takes
again,
mess ups. That's the thing people don't realize. Like, it takes a lot of mess ups. They're going to mess up. Yeah.
And of course, like, leadership is, you have to be comfortable with that. Many people have talked about that. I'm not going to beat on that one for right now, but what we've spent a lot of time is building a core group that this team of 3-4 guys can turn into a team of 10 guys, but they're the nucleus.
Yeah.
Okay. So I told them all, hey, if you guys want to all run your own crew, or if you guys want to double up and we can have another crew and you guys can teach that crew, right? Like, that's what we're building right now, is the nucleus to then have a team of 10. And that team of 10 then becomes the new nucleus for the team of 30, right? It's very simple organizational building steps here. Like, there's no, again, success is finite, bro. There's no, and I'm not a guru, I'm not a know-it-all. I know what I need to do next. I've studied it. And at that point, we're executing on it. So, I've had people criticize and laugh and bash every step of the way. And I'm like, everything everybody criticizes us for, we've accomplished, 12, 18 months later. So, stick around to find out. But that's just my approach and attitude, because everybody always counts us out as the underdog. And I'm sure you guys have the exact same stuff going on in your life with your peers or friends, or quote unquote friends, or your family or something like that. Everybody's always ragging on you. When's this lawn care business going to make some money? Or what are you doing? You're buying another truck or buying another mower, dude. Like, we deal with that stuff all day, every day still, and it's just like 5 years later, then it's always, oh man, I believed in you. I knew you'd do it.
Yeah. That's exactly how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, similar but different, dude. I had a guy just bashing me on Tigran Gertz's channel on this like comment. Tigran and I did a video or something like that. My name came up. And this guy's like, oh, like, Fullerton bought land, can't afford to build on it, loser this. Dude, like, the thread was 40 comments deep.
Yeah.
And I was like, people were tagging me on it. I'm like 40 deep on a YouTube comment. That's pretty impressive. And it wasn't but 3 months later we broke ground on our home. And I'm thinking to myself, do I share the link and say this aged well? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So when you guys are out there, like, getting pushback or gruff, or frankly, even sometimes you have like doubt or disbelief or fear in your own mindset, that's okay. That's normal. That's appropriate. Right. Like, but we talk about all the time. That's why you have to get around other people who are big dreamers or have a big vision or have great thought process. I don't like, let me see how I want to phrase this. Like, I'm not impressed with people by what they have, barely by what they do. It's who they are and how they think. Right. Like, I love getting around people that think differently, like the Jonathan Potoshniks, the Caleb Brittany Almonds. I heard a great podcast with the Brenzels, right, the other day with the Almonds. The way they think and approach choices and decisions, like, that is alluring to me. That's exciting. Like, I want to get around that, So if all this is like an enigma or mystifying or you're afraid, we've all been there, dude. I still have demons in my own closet that I got to slay. But, like, you got to get around those people that think differently and have different beliefs and have different dreams than you. And that's what encourages you and pulls you to the next level. Like, it wouldn't be a challenge for Mark Bradley, who had a $50 million landscape company, for me to say, hey, Mark, do you think I could build a team of 10 guys and take this thing to 1.2 million? He was doing that per week.
Yeah, he would laugh. He'd be like, yeah.
He'd be like, dude, Fullerton, you're capable of so much more with your teeny tiny thought process. Stop being a minnow. And he would say it with people skills because he's a great guy. So I personally just have this high level of belief because, one, we know what we need to do. Two, we're doing it. But number three, I've got around so many great people this last 36 months. And I'm like, these people are no better than we are. We could do this.
Yeah. Getting around other people is, that's everything to me. I'm a big proponent for that. Like, if you are who you surround your people, like who you surround yourself with, like that is who you will end up being in 5 years. I'm a huge believer in that. And it's like, so many people are worried about what people think of them, who they, like go into the, I don't want to go down that road because people are just going to start pitching a fit about it. But it's like, so many people care about like the stupidest, smallest things in life. And I'm like, dude, just strive for something a little bigger. Like, try to get around people who are thinking just a little bigger, like a little further down the road than the people that you are around every single day. Because give me an example. You're honest. So give me an example. Well, no, the thing is like your everyday person that you're going to see around town is not the person that you want to hang around with and build your dreams, build business, build your family with 50 years down the road. Like that, your average Joe Blow that you see walking around town, that you're usually like in your peer group, if we're being totally honest. Like you're gonna have friends, but they don't think the same way that you do. But you're gonna find some high level thinkers that are out there, but you're gonna have to go chase them down. You're gonna have to go get in their circles. And it's like you say all the time, like how many times did you take Badell to dinner and by mistake, like to get around that thought process?
I still do.
Exactly. Yeah. Like you don't stop.
No. Like, why would you stop?
Yeah.
I mean, and I heard somebody say one time, like, you know, and this has maybe changed a little bit in the last, 10 years, but realistically probably hasn't. Most of your neighbors, are probably plus or minus $5,000 to $10,000 of your pay grade.
Yep.
That's why they're your neighbors.
Yeah.
Like Bezos ain't sleeping next to you. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's trying to save some money on taxes. Okay.
Yep.
Like, so if you're like making 80 grand, most likely your neighbors are making 60 to 90 grand around you. And the way they talk about life, politics, sports, business, relationships, child rearing, like, be cautious. Be cautious. Just because they're neighbors doesn't mean you have to be friends with them.
Exactly.
You can be friends, you can be cordial, but doesn't mean
you don't let them in your inner circle. Like we don't want to go down that route, but because everybody knows Savannah has a very tight inner circle that it's hard to get into. But
I'm still waiting for that layer to get peeled back. There's more there. I'm like on the edge of my seat. Liz and I are invested. Like, we're listening to Marriage Monday. So,
oh my goodness, we need to get y'all back on. It's been probably a year, close to a year.
You start every episode with, I don't know how long it's been. It's been between 1 week and 700 weeks. You know, like,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't keep track of it anymore. But I'll tell you, I don't want to go too long. We're already 25 minutes. I'll tell you that the
kids are sleeping. Liz texts me, so I can say so. We're gonna do that 8-hour podcast I joked about with B&B. So we're just getting started.
Yeah, there we go. My gosh, that show was so long.
I know.
I was like, how many times have you checked your screen time since then though?
None.
It wasn't enough to change your life.
No,
you sounded like you were mind blown. Like had you really honestly never seen that before, like screen time?
Swear on my soul.
Really?
No, I didn't even notice. I didn't even know it exists.
It's kind of scary.
It's like everybody says your phone can do 10,000 things. You use the same 5.
Yeah.
That's why we spent an hour and a half talking about it. Yeah. I was like, what else you got on me? Like,
what else does this thing do?
How other many areas of my life am I sucking at?
Yeah.
But, no, I was actually really proud of my screen time or whatever you want to call it. Like 3 hours a day text messaging, an hour a day for email. I had an hour a day for Instagram. To me, that's customer service. Because I get DMs all day, Entrepreneur Academy stuff, questions about how to grow business. So to me, like, that's being an influencer, quote unquote, which I hate using that term. But I was very happy with how I spent my time. I wouldn't change anything on my screen watch history other than maybe shoring up a little bit of Instagram Reels where you go down the rabbit holes. Because you've gotten better though. Back in the spring, I was getting about 30 a day, but now it's like, man, I hadn't heard from Brian in a while on Reels because I was working. Because we're a month behind on seasons, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I said our season doesn't start till end of March, bro. So hell yeah, I'll send you 30 a day. You're lucky I didn't send you 50 a day.
Oh man, well, we'll see what rolls around this March. What's going on?
Yeah, but we end early too. Don't forget. So wait till November.
No. Yeah, y'all do end early. Yeah. I'll tell you the example of what I was talking about a minute ago is there's so many guys that sadly, and this is going to probably piss some people off, ruffle some feathers. I don't really care. When I hear you talk, like when I go to trade shows and go to events and like I listen in on conversations, I hear secondhand, like I just hear things in the background. It's like all they care about is like cutting grass and being good at cutting grass. And I'm like, guys, that's good. Like you need to be good at that. And it's not necessarily to say you don't have to be a podcaster. You don't have to be an Instagrammer. You don't have to be any social media. You don't have to have 6 other businesses. You just need to be doing things to like further your life more than cutting grass. And it's like, that's one of the things that I think this industry gets held up in so often is like the barrier to entry is so low that anybody, for the most part, with a brain cell can start a lawn care business. Now, whether they can succeed and grow, that's a different story. But you get in here, you get enthralled with, man, these stripes look good. Man, this is a shiny red mower or a green mower. Man, this is a cool trailer with a cool rack, with a cool blocker, with a cool truck to pull it. And I'm like, guys, like, what are we doing with our lives? Like, cool, you can go cut grass, but you're not building a business. You're not building a sellable business. You're not furthering you're not furthering your life, your family's life. Like, I guess you can say you're making money, but like, where's the time? Where's the time? Because you're out cutting grass all day. And it's not to say that you have to scale a company, because I've preached this. Because I've been the devil's advocate for people that have scaled companies to 10 million. What the majority of them say is, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why? That's what they always say. Like, why wouldn't you? And they almost talk down if you don't want to scale.
Right.
I'm not saying you have to scale, because I'm a believer that you don't have to. Like I just said, you can be out of the field and have 3 or 4 guys and make some money. But it's just like, guys, come on. Like, what are we doing with our lives? Like, what are we doing day to day other than cutting grass? And it's sad. Like, it's sad. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's sad.
Yeah, I think if I, like, older, wiser Brian would say, which is like hopefully me now, because like the first 10 years I probably was more enthralled with what you just talked about. But at the end of the day, like, you really have to peel back the why, the vision, and the cliche question. I think you ask it sometimes. Other people ask it often: is what does success look like for you? Like, what is your why? Yeah. Like, if you've never quantified that, I really behoove some people to spend spend an hour, spend some quiet time, you and the wife. Yeah. What are we really trying to do? What are we really trying to accomplish? The reason I work so hard is because we have a very large macro dream we're chasing, and I am, frantically putting those puzzle pieces together, those financial building blocks together. We're not done. We're not even close to being done. It's embarrassing how far away I am to build what I need to build to be able to financially support what I want to get to. So if people are like, why you work so hard? I'm like, because I haven't even started. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And then other people are like, and again, everybody's got their own level. Dude, if somebody says, hey, I want to make 40 grand a year, just be a solo guy, dude, I love you. I'm proud of you. I will excited for you. I will do whatever I can to help you maximize your profits at that level. If you're like, hey, 10 million or bust, 60 guys or die, look, dude, I'm with you. Rock and roll, whatever I can do to help you grow. We'll get there together. Love you. Pray for you. The whole deal. Like, at the end of the day, there isn't any right or wrong answer. But what I will say, though, is that you do need to be a pursuer of better thought process. That is something I will charge you with. Like, every day, I don't care if you're the 40 grand a year guy.
That's the thing. Whether it's the 40 or whether it's the 10 mil. And that's the problem. There's a difference there.
Yeah. And like you said, it goes full circle to what you brought up. Most people are very distracted by, again, you got to know the right levers to pull in life. And I just don't think, like, taking your skill set from a 9 to a 10 at how well you cut grass is where people should be investing a lot of their time, whether you're the 40 grand guy or the $10 million guy. Right. But sharpening your thought process about how you approach your life and your business, like, the thought process you have today should be built on from the thought process you had yesterday, but it should grow. You should move the needle forward every day. You should learn something new. You should have a better aha. You should have a better, man, I'm going to try something different or a different approach. Like, that's the continuous building and excavating that I try to do on my brain every single day. Every single day. Like, and that's why, honestly, frankly, I don't mind sometimes when I get stuck in a 20-minute Instagram reel, because you're learning new things. 25 out of 26 reels are a waste of time. And then you go, dude, I never saw this, or that's a cool book that got promoted to me.
I've always said that back when TikTok was, like, before reels blew up and it was just TikTok, like, if you get on the right side of TikTok, you can actually learn a lot. It's just, hell yeah. It's just what you do with it.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, there's great books I've read. I found Dan Martell that way.
Yeah.
I told my story on when I interviewed him, which, dude, the dude was on our podcast 3 weeks later. Like, Did you lock that one down yet? I know you're still trying to.
We'll see.
Get him on, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. You haven't even been on a show yet. I was on Buy Back Your Time before Brian was. Let the record be known. I had already read the book and read it, and then he comes on as, let's talk about it. Let's blow it up. Little micro guy over here, me. I was the one that knew about Dan before you did. So
I'm pretty sure
when you're famous.
I'm pretty sure you got promoted the reel because I liked it, and then it's like your friend probably liked this reel.
Yeah, exactly. It's not true. It's the opposite way around there. But there's facts in that.
At the end of the day, like, if you got the interview and brought that thought process to this table, I would be ever so forever grateful.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you get the interview, Paul gets the interview, anybody gets the interview. Like, thank God that guy spent an hour with us is how I look at it.
But here's the thing, and like, so you would think, why would you tell somebody not to listen to your show? I'm not saying don't listen to my show. I'm not saying don't listen to Brian's show. I think there are guys, though, that need to it's on us. It's on me. It's on you. It's on Paul. It's on everybody that has a podcast, Mac. It's on everybody that has a podcast. Everybody's creating content to put out content that is not only let's stripe better. Let's put a new blocker on our mower. Like you mix that in, but it's like we have to do things to help people actually further their lives. And if you get caught in this process of just consuming content and look, everybody does their own, make your own, whatever. I don't really care. You make your way in life. You make your own money, whatever. Choose what you choose to follow. I'm a big believer. If you get caught up in this content, being a consumer of content that you're not learning anything from, you might need to change what you're consuming. Mm-hmm. And it's just that simple. Like if you listen to one of my shows and you say, hey, I don't really care about cutting grass, like the cutting grass, I'm past that point. And if that's the one that we bring, then hey, go take that time and invest it to further your thought process. Like go find something outside of the green industry and bring it in and say, hey, let me learn this business aspect from somebody else, and then let's come back to the green industry and bring it back into the green industry. Hop on a podcast with one of us. Bring it to an Instagram. Shoot it to me in a DM. Like let's talk about it. You go learn something and then bring it back, and let's make our show better. But it's like, people just I don't know. Like, is it coming through what I'm trying to say? Like, the thought process is just needs to elevate.
What I would piggyback on that, because I like where you're coming from. What I would like to see is more success stories of people who said, you know what, I was listening to Jeremiah's show 6 months ago. He told me to do XYZ. He said this is what worked for him. He put it out in the ethos. I went on blind faith and I trusted him, and I applied what he said. And 6 months later, my company grew $30,000.
Yeah,
$80,000. It grew by 50 Google reviews. It grew by 400 aerations that we did this fall.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'd like to see more success stories of that in the industry, because I don't think the industry needs any more thought process.
Correct.
Okay. Like, we're still going to put out another 500 shows in the next 36 months, like everybody else.
Yeah.
But that's not the goal. Mm-mm. It's not my goal.
No.
My goal, my wish, my prayer, my plea is that every single episode we give you a nugget. You can't do them all at once, especially when you listen to multiple shows a day. But for the love of God, I put out a podcast probably 3 months ago talking about challenging people to go from 0 to 50 reviews. And if you were at 25, get to 100. How many people, if I want to do a fact check and be tough guy Brian, have literally put rubber to the road and decided to go get their 13 Google reviews up to 50. And if you had 42, take it to 100. You've had 4 months to do it. But yeah, you're consumer, and you can say, oh man, I polished up my thought process. Brian's right. Google reviews are important. But if you're not a practitioner, if you don't do the thing,
if you don't take action, thought process without action is useless.
Again, I mean, you might as well turn off podcasts. You might as well turn off YouTube channels, and you might as well just get good at cutting grass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because frankly, like, if you're not going to grow, like, you're like, oh man, like I got to grow. Yeah, because nature only grows or dies. It doesn't stagnate. And it's like, if you want to get around people making $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year, thought process, be my guest. I'm just telling you, be very careful who you decide to hook your caboose up to. And then I got people that say, well, Brian's a tough guy, or he's a narcissist, or he talks too much, or he thinks he's a know-it-all. No way, none of the above. I'm actually the kindest, nicest, most caring, giving, generous person you know. But because I talk tough, it's because I love you and I'm trying to love on you. And sometimes you need to hear the hard truth, because the last time somebody got in your face was when you were 18 years old on a football field. And now you get to go consume 12 different podcasts a day that try to make you feel good. And I'm not opposed to helping you feel good. But at the end of the day, you know what feels good? Having a swole bank account for you to promise those dreams to your wife and actually give them to her. And then people are going to say, well, he's a narcissistic prick. And I'm just like, dude, you're such a hater and you're so blinded. You have scales on your eyes and ears. And you just don't want to humble the ego because you know it all. Good luck with that.
This is your invitation to Lawtrepreneur Academy Live 2023 in Novi, Michigan, Saturday, November 11th. The lineup is power-packed. You won't want to miss it. Learn from incredible speakers like Leroy Maines, Keith Kalfas, Caleb and Brittany Allman, Sam Gimbel, Weston Zimmerman, and Jeff Joyner, just to name a few. Tickets are on sale now at the early bird registration price of $197. And hurry, because seating is limited to just 300. Now through August 31st, 31st, purchase the whole ball of wax and receive a free ticket to LAL 2023, a $200 value. Once you purchase your ticket, you'll be added to our private Facebook group where you can network with other attendees, get access to the discounted hotel room block, and get the inside scoop for the Friday night party, brought to you by Kohler. Thank you to this year's sponsors, Xmark, Sure Track Trailers, Yard Book, and Boss Snowplow for helping to bring this incredible event to life. We can't wait to see you November 11th, Novi, Michigan at L'Entrepreneur Academy Live 2023. Get your ticket today at L'Entrepreneuracademy.com or use the link in the podcast description. L'Entrepreneur Academy Live.
Freaking insane, bro.
Yeah. No, man, it's so true. Like everything that you just said there is 100%. You've never heard. I've never heard somebody who has done what you're wanting to do look down on you for trying to do that. Like that just never happens. Like it's only the people that don't succeed are the ones that are judging you for trying to do something good.
Totally. And what I want to do is throw a hand down and say, look, dude, I'm like on this ladder too. I'm not at the top. I'm in the middle. I've always said in my podcast, work for the people in the middle. Okay, like I'm not at the top. I'm not at the bottom. Thank Jesus. Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I will help you out of the bottom. And when the bottom is, whatever they call it, like figurative for whatever you want to be. Financially busted, relationally busted, emotionally busted, maritally busted. Listen, I've been all there, done that. Okay. It ebbs and flows every day for everything, of course. But I have a problem with people that want to stay status quo. Okay. And I will tell you this, and I've said this before, like, you couldn't find somebody else that came from further back thought process wise or had worse self-limiting beliefs or worse thought process than your boy. I'm just telling you, it's not a story. It's not a narrative we paint to tell a good story. I'm telling you straight up, I grew up in a double wide trailer. We grew up in the government cheese. My brother was in college with the food stamps. I understand what it's like making $10 an hour and being excited about an $11.55 an hour job. Okay, like, and I've said this on somebody's podcast recently. I think it was Corey Ballard's. I said, we're talking about L'Entrepreneur Academy Live, our live conference in November. And I said, there's going to be some great leaders there and some great people with some great thought process. And I said, Corey Ballard, I said, the whole point of this conference is for you to get around people who think differently. And I said, the difference between a doctor and a ditch digger is the way that they think. Period. And so be careful who you line yourself up with who you follow on podcasts. Be a fruit inspector. Emulate thought process that yields fruit and yields results, but be a wise consumer of information as well, right? Like, if you want a podcast that makes you feel good, there's a bunch of great, comedy podcasts, and go listen to some Anthony Jeselnik. Okay, like he'll get you there a lot quicker than I will.
Yeah.
But but for the love of God, like be a wise consumer of information. But I will challenge you to grow your thought process and grow the way you think and to better the way you do. Because here's the deal: the world needs you right now. Like the world needs better leaders. And everybody, I don't know how like John Maxwell missed the whole lawn and landscape industry, but man, there's a lot of people that have just wrote off being a good leader or being a good boss.
Yeah.
And bringing out the best in people. And you could throw shade and say Brian XYZ, but what you will never be able to say is that Brian didn't care. Period. Because I will not let you be my friend and not challenge you to become somebody better the next 12 months. It's just not going to happen. And by the way, if you're not going to grow as a friend the next 12 months, I don't want to be around you. Wouldn't you guys say the same thing? If you had your kids hanging around the same kids that were a bad influence, you would cut that out in a second. But then all of a sudden you have your same beer drinking buddies from college and you think it's okay to go hang out with them. No, that's cool when you're 23. It's not cool when you're 33.
Yeah, that what you just said is coming off of a show that we have this ever like running joke about Savannah's inner circle of friends, but this is a conversation that we had on our Monday show, and it's like we have a great group of friends here at home, but we think different. We think different than a lot of them do, and I would imagine that. That's awesome. And we have people around the country who we're friends with, and we think a lot more alike, and it's like. You get around those people as much as you can. And it's not to say like I said, we have great friends here. It's not a dig at our friends at all.
Of course.
It's just to say that you have to align yourself with people who you want to be like, be around, implement their way of life. I guess you could say their thought. We said thought process a million times, but their thought processes into your marriage, into your relationships. And it's like, I've always been the youngest in my friend group. I've always been the youngest of everybody because I try to get around people who are older than I am. I try to get around people who have more wisdom than I do. And it's like, when you get around people who are wise beyond their years, it will repay you. Like, you will be repaid 10 times over. But you don't get around people wise beyond their years and people that are older than you that have actual wisdom without bringing something to the table. And if you don't work on yourself, if you just go to them and try to be a leech, you're not going to get anything. They're going to cut you off because they're wise beyond their years. They have true wisdom. They're not letting people in their lives that are just going to suck and take, and like, that's not a thing. So like, until you figure that out, until you start working on yourself, and like, and this isn't a play in, hey, go buy somebody's friendship. Go be friends with some famous person. That's not what I'm saying. It could be somebody who no one knows about in your community, but it could be someone who has the biggest business there that nobody would ever know. Go get around that person. Go get around that person that is actually going to help you and like take your thought process, take your lifestyle to a new level.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, but
no. We can shift gears a little bit. But I agree. I like what you're saying. I think more people need to put a higher emphasis on it than what people are traditionally allowing themselves.
It's just not a priority. That's what it comes down to.
Well, again, I always say, number one, maybe you didn't know before.
There's no not knowing now.
There's not knowing now, right? So I always say, hey, like, if you've been to the Entrepreneur Academy Live, our live event, like, hey, you know what's going on, tag, you're it.
Yeah.
Okay, from here forward, you can't plead ignorance.
That card is gone. Yep.
That card is gone, right? And that's tough love. And frankly, I wish somebody would have told me this at 22. And then instead of me realizing it at 30, having a midlife crisis and just going, oh my God, like, I'm so far from behind the 8 ball. Like, not only am I not at where I need to be at 30, I now have to spend 5 years working 3 times as hard just to make up for lost ground.
Yeah.
Right. And by the way, quantify that for however you guys want to quantify it, right? Like, you're like, hey, I'm not at the financial level, the marital level, the whatever level. You guys know what I'm saying. But I was not there. I was very behind the 8 ball. We caught up, and now we're trying to get ahead. But I say what I say out of love. Okay, like, at the end of the day, and that's why I enjoy getting on these shows and getting to hang out with my friends, of course, Jeremiah and many others. Like, we do this because we care. But you are charged with growing. Okay, and again, quantify that however that is. But don't be the same person you were 12 months from now. Okay, so
yeah. 100%. Well, talking about growth, let's circle back here as we run this thing down. We literally got on this call. We said, okay, we'll do 20, 25 minutes. We'll get off here and go. But that's never happened one time.
Kids went to bed, bro. So this is me living wild after 9 p.m. You know
that's right.
Like,
this is therapy.
I've never been more free in my life right now. I got both kids down. Praise the Lord. Liz is doing a workout. Like,
oh man, it's just
we're back
number
night
2.
owl life. Yeah, she's 60.
I know. I keep up with Sutton. I know her and Sutton are like right next to each other, and Sutton keeps posting his days. I'm like, man, they're about to hit single digits. When they hit that, it's downhill from there.
Well, downhill in a good way, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, I guess.
I ran this morning. I'm proud of myself. I ran this morning. I got 30 more days, 29 more days to quit for the 5K. So I told myself I cannot do to myself last year what I did to myself, or I can't do this year to myself what I did last year. Because I literally ate like a slob, like I typically do, and admittedly, and showed up the day of, and I'm like, all right, 2 things are gonna happen: I'm gonna finish, or I'm gonna die.
Well, I don't know where I didn't see you. I showed up and there was no one there, so I went back to my room. I don't know what happened.
Oh my God! So. Listen, I'm gonna get this in before you hit my mute like you, Savannah. Y'all slept in, bro.
Oh wait, what? I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything.
Convenient. That's convenient. I texted you in the group chat, and Savannah said you slept in, and snuggling your little my pillow, you know, and
I had to take Rob to the airport. That's what it was. I forget. That's what it was. So
yeah, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
like I went to bed any earlier, nobody goes to sleep that week. It's a marathon, but no, I'm really excited about that because I ran this morning. Actually, I go to get I left our coffee maker in the camper because we took it out last weekend, and Liz has been out without coffee the last like couple days, which is a very big deal if you are a crackhead for coffee like my wife. You still there? Are we
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't move. You were like perfectly like I thought you were doing like the NPC challenge or something. That was good.
No, I'm looking at Liz's story real time. Yeah.
I don't even want to know. But
it was a good angle of you.
I don't even want to know. So I go, but I get out of the truck to go get my coffee maker out of the RV, and dude, I jump out of the truck and like everything hurt. Like I almost rolled my ankle because I'm so like sore, 10 hours later from running this morning at 6 a.m. And I'm like, oh no, like
this is not good.
This is not good, bro. So, but I'd rather do that now and go through all that mess now and
then do that, then go run and then stand on the show floor all day for 12 hours. Like
I did that last year. Yeah. If you remember the panel I did at Energize, I stood up the whole time.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit. Like my legs were locked out. Like
you wouldn't have gotten back up if you were down.
No, I was like doing like lunges and stuff to like
you saw
break up the muscle
Brian make sure he ate at a high top that night. There was no way he was sitting. He stood up at a high top table. He didn't eat sitting down. He couldn't sit down until he got to the room.
I was looking for a hot tub, bro, so I could go soak, take an Epsom salt bath or something. You know what I'm saying?
You have to check out Mitchell's spa. I hear that thing is like that's the talk of the town.
I don't know what that is.
Mitchell's apparently got a spa at his house in Carolina in his shop or somewhere out there at his new house. Have you been out there since he built his house?
Oh yeah. The house actually he just got done. Like when I went over there last year spring.
Okay. Shop wasn't done yet, was it?
No, the shop was done. The house had just finished, but they were still putting on like final touches and some furniture.
Yeah. It's crazy what all he's done out there.
Yeah, I haven't been over in the last 12 months. I might try to get over there next year, spring. We'll see what's going on. I got some ideas for some YouTube videos next year. That would include, hopefully, if Mitchell's interested. But no, Mitchell's, again, this just goes to show and to prove why you should use promo code Brian for your Quip ticket.
Oh, my goodness.
Right, I had to get that in there because Mitchell's already rich, bro. Like, he's got tractors.
Yeah, now that is true. I will second that.
I'm homeless, you got a baby kid,
Look, like I have to clean trash cans for a living. That shows GG50 is the way to go because when I'm out cleaning trash cans, wiping up maggots off the ground, then I need a little more. I can't even have a camper. Like I'm just living out of a trash can.
Hey, listen, they'll let you finance anything for 500 months, okay? Like I think my payment's like $12 a month, So, but hey, if you want to come wash my bins, I live in an apartment complex, but you could. I guess wash them. I'll pay you $50. What's the going rate? How's that going?
It's going good so far. Customers every day, so we'll see.
Is Savannah out there washing any bins yet?
Hey, that's funny. That's a funny joke. That's actually the best thing I've ever heard. That's a pretty good joke. That's a knee slapper.
She's not interested.
Not in the slightest. So
what?
She's working in the office though. Getting all that, getting the grind in. So
that's cool.
It's awesome to see. Cool. We're growing that side, but
we'll have to do a couples podcast, and I'll have to like Uno reverse, and I want to interview both of you on how you're doing it together as a married couple, running the business together. Because
that would not be good.
Oh, that'd be good. Oh, I know, because I know how we run. Because we're crazy too. But I'm like, so hey, Savannah, Jeremiah said XYZ, and you're gonna be
Tell
like, I
Liz
didn't say that at all.
On here. Did Liz come out? Tell her to come say hey to everybody. You
want to come say hey? No,
she can say hey. Oh, she's like, my goodness. Well, tell her what day is she on? We need to find out what day she's on.
What day are you on? You gotta say it louder. 62. I was right.
62. All right, there you go.
I think it's 62. Really, Jeremiah, we're all really proud. What's that? You were yelling so loud, Alexa started talking to me? Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't. Mercedes, so I named my daughter Alexis. All right. I love you. 62.
Hey, you got it right.
Proud of her.
Getting closer to 69 every day.
Well, that's a whole nother workout. That is more of a daily workout. But that's a whole nother story for another time. There's growing green and there's growing your marriage. Hey, babe. Ooh wee. Macabre. Ooh wee.
Come to Together in the Trades if you want to hear more about growing your marriage.
We gave some solid marriage advice.
Yeah.
At least I believe we did.
Okay. The hardest transition in the history of podcast. how do we grow our snow business as far as contracts go?
Really? Well, you come together trades, LAL, you get your thought process right, and then snow actually just falls right into place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like once you get your brain right, pretty much everything falls into place, Jeremiah. You know
snow
how
just starts
goes.
falling.
I guess, bro. But how do you get your snow contracts in place? Or what was the question?
Like what I told you, hardest transition in the history of all podcasts. High five, buddy.
Shut up, dude. My webcam is doing a spiel, man. What do you want from me? I don't even know why. It doesn't even lock. I do the gesture, then it locked. All right.
No, if you want to up your snow game, I hear talk of the town is you have to have some type of contract in place. I don't know anything about that. So what does that look like?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let me not make it obvious. So if you guys need snow contracts, we got a website. I've heard heard good things. Geez, oh Pete, that's a great transition. That was Mr. Producer might delete both of our shows after this. Anyway, but launchpreneuracademy.com. I do appreciate the plug. We have some great snow contracts there. This is horrible. But I actually did a really good podcast show. If we're doing this real time, does this show come out tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Literally 6 hours.
So it would have been, I think, our Monday show that I just dropped, right? So we did a really good podcast talking about how to bid snow, price snow. I know a lot of your listeners are probably, I would imagine,
they're all over actually.
Are they? I was gonna say,
there's a lot of them in the Midwest.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Snow's actually a bigger thing than what I would think. I honestly need more people to tell me about snow because I can bring no value there.
Well, we need to circle back on this. Yeah, hashtag no value. I need to circle back. I want to get you a debrief on Christmas lights because I remember last year, I think it was kind of like your first soft entrance into that.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of guys are there. It sounds like a really enticing revenue source. But for snow, we had a really good podcast. I gave away all of our numbers, how we price it, how we bid it, when, how, and who, all the above. We literally just give it away. There you go. If you want a good contract, I think it's $99 or I think you can use a code to save 10% or something like that. But now is definitely the time to be talking snow. Short story long on that one. We've been talking snow since late July.
Yeah.
But we're very, very excited about snow. There's a lot of upside there. A lot of you guys know snow that are getting started in the industry. Where I've been doing it for a few years. They're calling for a good winter this year. Frankly, they call for a good winter every year.
Yeah, so they went last year supposed to be like the winter of all winters.
That's what they say,
got like
bro.
4 events.
We had 4 events, 6 events.
Can you imagine plowing in Park City? You would never stop.
I wouldn't even want that. 800 inches, bro. Literally, I don't even know how you plow.
Yeah.
I do know how you plow because the resort we were at was at the bottom of Deer Valley, and there's probably a 4-acre parking lot, and they had one of those, dude, I don't know, $150,000 front end loader with a snow blower, right? Like one of those 6 foot intakes, and it's snorkeling it, dude. I don't know, 75 feet away.
Really?
Oh yeah, like you can't scoop it. There's no shovel.
Where does it go? Do they in a place like that? Do they haul it off? Do they put it in 18 wheelers and haul it off, or do they let it melt?
I would imagine in some places, yeah, but
I saw this.
Keep stacking it into the
didn't you do a podcast with a dude or video with the dude in Fargo? Who are they?
Yeah, Jeremy Lidstrom with Glacier.
Glacier, yeah. I saw Aaron Witt's post. I don't know if you'd seen it yet. They're doing a $4 billion project to divert, because apparently Fargo floods every spring. Because if you've watched Glacier at all, y'all go check out Glacier. Free plug for him. Very, very cool Instagram channel and things for his snow. But every time I watch him, I'm like, that snow, he literally has a mountain of snow that he pushes to. Yeah. Like it's like a legitimate mountain. They call it
Mount Fargo. They have 2.
Yeah. It was mind blowing. They're doing a $4 billion infrastructure change. They're creating, because the runoff goes into the river and the river floods, and so they're creating this whole separate. It's insane. But I was just like, wow. I didn't know if y'all don't get enough to haul it off or anything. It just all melts back in, right?
The only places that haul it off are the local mall.
Okay.
And that would be like 1 in 5 year kind of thing.
Yeah.
They do haul it off quite a bit, but there's plenty of snow to snack around here. Like you unless you're getting 80 to 100 inches, you should be fine. I know Minnesota was getting pummeled last year. Shout out to all my Minnesota fans and friends. They got like 80, 85 inches last year, which is double what they normally get, I believe.
I mean, do those I'm so ignorant to snow and like cold weather. Like, do they get above they get above freezing, but it's not enough to thaw it, right? Like for a very long time.
So how it can work is it snows, it's cold, maybe even 32 degrees. Get 5 inches of snow, and then let's say it's 34 degrees, the sun comes out for 3 days. A lot of that will recede back. But the problem is, like, what happens if it doesn't? What happens if it's 5 inches of snow, then it's 0 degrees or 10 degrees for the rest of the week? Then you get 8 inches of snow, then 5 inches of snow, then 2, then 2, then 2. That's when you start having problems.
Then it gets sunny, but it's still not enough. Like it's the sun it's too much for the sun to melt.
No, yeah, for sure. It's got to be it's got to be 30, 34, 35, 40 degrees. And you do get that. And that's normally good, right? 5-inch snowstorm happens, we clean it all up. 3 days later, it's all gone. It's actually it's like that's why you keep snow logs, because you wouldn't know that you guys even did it when you're building 30 days later. Ironically enough, there was that 14-inch snowstorm that we had with wet slush storm in March here. Brutal. Like there's tough, there's challenging, and then there's whatever this was. That was the worst thing in 17 years that I've dealt with. It was literally gone a week later. So like people's trucks are breaking down, electric poles are down. Dude, brutal. Like this would have killed the Pilgrims, okay? Like a week later it was gone.
Yeah, you would never know it was there.
2 days later, 80% of it was gone.
Yeah.
Because it melted off because it was so warm, because it was wet slush. Stanley calls that the heart attack snow, the concrete snow.
Yeah.
2 days later it was gone. But we still build out $20,000, $30,000 worth of snow in 48 hours because it has to get done still.
Yeah.
Because if Miss Herfenherbly doesn't go get her Olive Garden breadsticks, the world's going to end.
She's in trouble, yeah.
She's in trouble, right? So Olive Garden will pay $1,500 to go get their parking lot plowed.
For it to literally be gone the next day. It's insane, bro. That's wild.
If anybody's ever felt useless mowing grass because it just looks like you didn't do anything a week later,
don't do snow.
Don't do snow. Because you're gonna literally. That's a funny story. I'm sure I don't feel like anybody's ever made that analogy or connection. But like, if you feel like that's why some guys hate mowing grass, because like, dude, a week later it doesn't look like you did anything. Yeah. I've heard that.
Take that and 10 exit if you do snow.
Dude, totally. Like you could have your whole truck break down, a transmission blow up. You're like $8,000 in the hole, and you're like, 3 days later it's gone.
It's sunny outside.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's exciting, So, but no, we're anticipating good snow. We've got great contracts with great clients. I'm signing up more stuff every day. I am beating the pavement for snow. We actually had a mailer go out with Postcard Mania, maybe another podcast for another time. But we had 1,100 postcard mailer go out to commercial businesses with my own money. They didn't comp that. We paid for that campaign. I just got my actual notification today that it went out and it's getting delivered. So hopefully get the phone to ring the next couple of days. We have another mailer going out 2 weeks later, which is cool. First part of October, to hit it again. So we're actively trying to grow. Like that's one thing I'll post up with any of what we do, is that you will see me talk about our growth, or at least lessons learned from our attempted growth on our show, on our YouTube channel, right? We're not just here to be making videos or podcasts and being influencers. Like I no shade to anybody who could fit more of that mold, but I have a real company, a real business. We're growing it. I'm excited about my company growing. Spent an enormous amount of time still growing our business. We got great guys. I love them. They love me. This Friday, we're going to Cedar Point, little company trip. So we'll be enjoying that.
I wasn't invited. Cedar Point, man.
You're welcome to come on up.
Must be
Send
nice.
the PJ. Yeah, must be nice. Every time I hear must be nice. You didn't see me working those late nights. You ever see that reel? You ever see that reel?
No, I don't watch reels, actually. That's not how I choose to spend my time.
Okay. What do you do with your time, Jeremiah?
I clean maggots out of trash cans.
I don't know where you want to go with that.
For that one? Yeah, exactly. There is nothing. Actually, I'm just trying to make a penny.
Listen, bro. When you said it's a big thing up north, you're not wrong, because I see those rigs all the time up and down. High five. Where we live.
In fact, Adam actually texted me the other day. He said he saw one going down the road.
I think I texted you guys in the group chat, didn't I? When that guy had that rig show up to my apartment complex. Did I tell you that
Maybe.
story?
I don't think so.
Dude, this 110 grand rig showed up. One of the big ones with the arms.
Oh, yeah. And you went out there and talked. Yeah, you talked about doing it.
Yeah. Dude, 15 minutes in, he's like, you want to buy it off me? Like, bro, if it was the same time next year, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I literally would. And then it wasn't like a month later, you're like, hey, we're starting a bin cleaning business. I'm like, dude, awesome.
Yeah.
Like, genius. And you guys said nobody's even really tapped that down there, right?
No, not where we are. It's very educational stage. We're just at this point. It's just like blast out, try to get people to even realize we're doing it. But we got on it. Like we brought on a customer today, and they were like, "Yeah, we moved from Florida. We had it down there. We loved it. No one does it here. Thank God you're doing it because we needed it."
Yep.
So it's just kind of bringing that into our new city. So
we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people within 30 minutes of where I live, 45 minutes of where I live.
Wow.
Yeah, we have natural sanitation.
I think you have a bin blasters up there.
That does sound familiar. I'm not sure.
That's a franchise.
Bin Bath is the guys.
Bin Bath, that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's the one I've seen, I think. Bin Buddy, Wheel Bins, Rinse Your Bins, Eco Bins, Excess Trash.
Yeah.
Bend there, dump that. Bend there, dump that.
That's crazy. I do want to get on a whole another conversation for a whole another podcast, but I want to know, like, it's so weird when you start another service business because, like, we've done lawn care for so long. Like, lawn care's cutthroat. There's a million companies, but like doing this, I'm like, what do we bring to the table when our competition starts to come around? Like, how do we separate ourselves in this? You know what I mean? Like, have you thought about that at all? Like, you don't do another service business yet, but you have other businesses that you have quote unquote competition in. I mean, you have people who are putting out content and doing other things. Like, is it just you just bring as much value as you can? Like, that's kind of my take on things. Is like we're just going to add as much value as possible to the customer.
I mean, at the end of the day, it just comes down to the customer experience. Would be my macro perspective on that, if I had to be honest.
Yeah,
because Microsoft always said in the 70s, 80s, 90s when China was ripping off their stuff. They said, hey, if they're going to steal somebody's stuff, let it be ours. They didn't spend any time trying to stop the Chinese from taking their IP, whatever the story is. They just said, we're just going to keep innovating and being the best.
Yeah.
So, like, you can try to, I don't know if that's offense or defense, like, slow down the competition.
Slow down, yeah.
Yeah, but frankly, you should just be afterburners and just continue having a great customer experience and great customer service. So I think there's a ton of merit to what you guys are doing about being, more first to market, getting the market share, get momentum and keep momentum with what you guys are doing, that kind of stuff. I think, logically you have a 24-month window to probably really solidify yourself as like a market leader.
Yeah.
But again, like, how many times, especially with social media's help, can you best a legacy company? I mean, you could, like AOL Time Warner bought AOL bought Warner Bros. In like, it's like 5th year of business, like a 5-year-old company bought like a 100-year-old company.
Yeah.
Right. And then like, Disney bought Lucasfilm. You know what I mean? Like all these companies buy each other, and usually like the new company within 5-10 years is buying the legacy company these days.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't put any merit on like first to market necessarily, because again, like whoever's going to take care of those customers. Dude, I feel like the world right now is like just a dry sponge looking for customer service.
That's all it is. We had this conversation in my networking group the other day. It is literally.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's literally customer service and how. Well, I don't know. Let's hear your opinion on this, because we had this conversation in here, and there's a certain age group, like 35 and older, they want customer service. 35 and younger want fast and cheap. That was kind of our take on it. What is your thoughts on that? And it could be market. It could be different parts of the country. Like, I don't know, regions. But like, are you seeing as much customer service on the younger side of things? Like for here where we are, it is. And it's not even necessarily cheap. It's just they want it fast. They want everything fast. So like they don't care about going to a restaurant and getting mediocre customer service as long as they get their stuff fast.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I would say the typical experience that a younger sub 35 person, for
Yeah.
example, and I'm just totally pontificating here, but
Yeah.
I would imagine the 35-year-old, I don't necessarily think they want it fast. I think they want the same experience at an earlier stage of life than somebody who's 35 plus. Because cheap and fast, sure, I kind of do get that, and there's some merit to that for sure. But I know a bunch of 26-year-olds that are rocking Shinola watches that are $800.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's cheap or fast.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like service, like fast food, like stuff like that. Like that's the kind of aspect that I'm thinking.
No, I mean, like whether you get it at Burger King or you get it at Outback or you get it at a nice steakhouse, I think I don't think whether they're 35 and under or 35 or up care about cheap and fast as much as they do about a good quality experience. Because something that's cheap and fast is still an experience that they're enjoying. And if somebody can deliver on the promise of cheap and fast, then they just had a good customer experience. So it's still a customer experience.
So yeah, it's a big round circle to customer experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna kind of try to crack that egg open in 30 seconds or less, but I will say, like, full circle, either age group, and I'm sure there's hundreds of sub age groups and demographics there that you could really quantify it as. Like, I'm just baffled at like the lack of customer service out there.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's literally wild, bro. So I mean, like,
Hashtag Delta has the best.
Well, they just did you see what happened with their stuff in the last couple of days?
No, I have not.
Oh, really? For real?
No, I really haven't.
They changed the Sky Miles rewards program.
No.
You didn't see any of this?
No.
Oh, dude, you just Uno reverse, bro. Like, no, like, great case study from last Thursday to today. No, totally inverse. Like, that company's gonna burn down.
What happened?
You did for real? You have no idea about it?
Straight up, I have no clue.
I forget. You don't spend any time on Instagram.
Exactly.
So, yeah, but I do apparently, right? So I don't know the total program change, but basically they changed the qualifications basically.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was there's too many people using the exclusive Delta Sky Miles program in terms of getting access to the Sky Lounges.
Oh yeah.
And it's true, by the way. I've traveled more in the last 36 months than ever before, and every lounge is, dude, insanely packed.
Yeah.
There's a 30-person line out of every door. So naturally, they have to evolve that tier and qualification up.
Yeah.
Well, they jumped it up and they disqualified certain credit cards, apparently, that gave you some of those perks and access things that no longer will give you any access.
Mm.
So they like doubled, tripled the qualification, and then they got rid of like the blanket tier credit card, which is the same credit card actually I have, ironically enough. So I'm like, well, whatever. I guess I got to get a different card, the Platinum Express. And they still they shaved it down to like 6 to 10 lounge visits. So even if you do qualify, you actually want to get like 6 to 10 uses.
Mm.
So a lot of people are very upset that like are diehard Delta people. Very, very upsetting. So like it could be a really good case study in the next 6 months about brands. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's like bankrupt the company kind of a deal, but again, they went to more of a profits over people type policy, and
be interested to see if they keep the same tune in 6 months.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, or 60 days.
Yeah.
Because when you get stuff like that, that's like fix it in about 2 weeks or less, or it's irreparable damage, like Bud Light did with Dylan Mulvaney stuff.
Yeah.
And then if they double down on it,
now they're getting like I saw an article the other day. They're like getting like their number, like they're not getting pulled from stores, but their numbers are being decreased. They're not allowed to put out as much now because they're not moving product. It was crazy.
Who's that?
Bud Light. Yeah.
I mean, that's irreparable damage or whatever they call it. Like making the grand sin of whatever that is, and then doubling down on it that it was a good idea. Nothing is more deaf. And then again, it goes back to the customer experience. Like,
yeah, knowing your customer.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody clearly didn't study their customer, which is that lady was clearly the fall girl after they tried to distance that. But no, again, I mean, whether you get your snow contracts or you learn about customer service or being a good steward of thought process on this podcast, I think we're going to cover it all tonight. But
yeah, man, no, that's good stuff. I appreciate you coming on. Pretty much there's
a lot of sub podcasts here, by the way. Not to interrupt you, but we gotta We should be taking notes. There's like 3 or 4 different things we got to circle back on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back through and like there's like so many title opportunities here, so gonna have to go back through and see what we can come up with. I don't know. I might put it in AI and let AI come up with one. AI.
You do that with your podcast titles?
No, never.
You don't even write your own podcast titles anymore? God.
I did try it for a while. If the random person went back and looked, they could figure out what was what probably. But I'm pretty good on my own. I come up with some of them. So
yeah.
Brian just lives like the 1% and just pays people to come up with his. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, 1%. I 100% do not qualify for 1% status. I would like to. I'm trying to. I think everybody should aspire to that level. But I'm like I said, this year I will be whatever. I will be on the 14 grand year less profit pay grade level because I'm spending all my money this year.
If you want to see some true profits, come help me clean up some maggots. We'll get you there.
Dude, I will clean a trash bin. No, actually, I will not clean a trash bin. They're disgusting. I will pay you to clean my trash bin.
Yeah, exactly.
Blank check, bro. Like, you come up to LAL, I will 100% give you $100 to clean my 2 bins if I'm still here because we're moving.
Yeah.
But you can clean our trash bins. Blank check, bro. Like, I think it's a brilliant. I've said from day one, I'm your biggest cheerleader, dude. I hope you guys make $1 million doing it, dude. Because I think
I'll sell you a franchise in Michigan one day. How about that? That's how we'll make it right.
It is a catchy name. Liz and Liz goes, "What's the name of their business?" I said, "Brighter Pens." She goes, "That's so cute." I go, "I know." I said, "I'm excited for them."
Pretty good.
But I think, my opinion, I think you should have went all in with the $100,000 truck. Like,
oh my goodness,
why not, dude? You already went $100,000 more into lawn. You didn't think twice. You didn't think twice there.
Yeah, there's no market here though. We got to prove market first.
I know, but as you proof it, you got to get quick and got to get this thing moving. You don't have time.
Trust me, when market is proved, that will be the next step. Like that will be the next step. So,
but if it doesn't work, you just sell to somebody.
Oh, they're for sale all the time on these forums and stuff. They're for sale like crazy. So.
Is it like a very profitable business, like more profitable than lawn care?
I really think it can be. If you can figure, like right now, I'm still like figuring out all the systems, like the best part of the can to clean first and how to flip it and like all this little stuff. But I mean, I'm in it. I'm doing $60 stops in 15 minutes. So it's like, we'll see. I mean, and the thing is overhead. That's the thing. Yeah. That's where you make your money is like lawn care is just, it's very high overhead. Like you have a lot of employees, your equipment, your trailer, like that's just very high. What are we doing here? We're using some water and some deodorizer. Like that's what your overhead is essentially. And so it's like
that we'll big see. Not brighter bins. That's you
bin
guys.
Bath,
Bin bashed.
Yeah.
The guy's like, it's EPA rated. I can recycle my own water. He's like, I could do, what do you say? Like 40 bins a day.
Yeah. They could probably do more than that. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. With like the same 400 gallons or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then they keep their truck, not to give their whole secret away, but they keep their truck at like some place with like an RV washout.
Yeah. They rent a unit and they just dump there. Yeah.
Yeah. They literally just run it down the drain. And like it's all just kind of dirty soap water.
Yeah.
They have no overhead to that thing. I was like, I will buy it as long as I get like a 10-year contract on that water hookup.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's there. I know people that are paying $35 a month for a lot, an RV lot, and they park there and they half the time they don't even park there. They just dump their water there. That's it.
Yeah. Dump and go.
Yeah.
Brilliant, dude. It's brilliant.
It's crazy. I mean, the low overhead is that's where the opportunity is. If you can capitalize on that and put, the thing is like we talk about thought process and things like this is more of a thought process is very, you have to have that in lawn care just because like there's so many like one-off challenges and things you run into like cutting grass. Like you just never know what's going to happen. Like this is one of those things. It has to be, at least my take on it now. What it appears to be is like extremely systematized, extremely processed, like down to a science of like you show up, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, you put it back on the curb and you go. And it's like it is extremely streamlined the process. So
I like it, man.
So we'll see.
Can I get a Brighter Bins hat? Do you have a hat?
We'll see if we can get one made up. I know he's jealous of the hat I have on right now. So
what did you got? Cenex?
Yeah, so we'll see if we can get you one.
Cenex. Hey, really excited about linking up with you at Equip Expo. We're going to be doing Energize. That's really cool.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be awesome. I appreciate you asking me to be on there, and I think it's kind of scary.
You're like a diversity hire. Don't worry about it. It's,
exactly. It's one of those you just had to do.
I'm trying to hit my ESG score. I had to get somebody from the South. So
it's well, you're gonna have to have a translator there. You have an interpreter there.
You say trans person?
Oh my gosh.
No, interpreter, translator.
If you had Jason, you literally might have to have an interpreter.
I love Jason. Liz and I talk about all the time. We love people with Southern accents. It's awesome.
Oh my goodness. It's kind of scary the fact that we're gonna be on the stage together. Like, this show is my own doing. Like, Equip is not. I don't think they realize what's happening. Like, this is my own thing that I am letting this go out to the public. But at that, I mean, we have me and Caleb in the morning, and then me and you in the afternoon. That's not going to be. I don't know. They might never let me come back. Y'all are good. I think y'all are in. I might be banned forever.
Well, I told them no, and they definitely did not beg. But at the same point, they're like, "No, you're a guy. You can't really say no." And I'm like, "Okay." So if anybody wants to host Energize for year 3 after this year, I will 100% gladly give up those reins. I did it as a friend. We both have a mutual friend, Evan, and he's like, "Would you please MC it again?" I'm like, for $25,000, sure.
And he said, "We'll find someone else."
Yeah, he goes, "Well, how about a $25 gift card to Tim Hortons?" I said, "I'll take it."
Yeah.
He did. We did not get paid. Just so everybody's clear. I
That
wish.
is facts.
What's that?
I said that is facts.
No, yeah, we do not get paid at all. I said, hey, like, didn't Huntington last year sponsor some stuff? He's like, you see that camera back there? I go, "That's a nice camera." He goes, "Who do you think paid for the camera?"
Costs a lot of money. Yeah.
A lot of money, dude. I get, and I'm cognizant of that. I'm giving it a hard time because people you go to conferences and you're like, you just, in a good way, you just go, you just attend. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But like, dude,
there's light trusses have to be paid for.
Dude, you get $25,000 of lights and stages and an on-site technician. Those technicians are $200 an hour typically.
Yeah.
That's
you
not
got an
free.
8-hour conference.
Yeah, and you're paying for the day,
math.
Obviously. Yeah. So if you guys are around, still listening to this far into the show, love to have you guys at Energize to come support. We had a great 300 plus people there last year.
It was packed last year. I walked in a little late, and I was like, I had to go sit on the sidewalk because there was not a seat in there. There was people standing in the back.
Well, it's because they were coming to see you, dude. And
last year
they were like, Jeremiah. Yeah. I mean,
totally,
it's a groundswell. Yeah. I said, hey, next year we'll get Jeremiah growing yellow.
Yeah, that's right. Please bring me up. Please say growing yellow.
You probably do a follow-up show on that yet, or what? Like, how's that
no,
work?
we have not. We'll see.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, I don't know. I need to. I'm waiting for tomorrow when I really expose Paul. I'm gonna blast him on all socials. So we'll see.
Oh, you're doing your side job. That's
I'm doing my side job tomorrow. So we'll see. A sponsor. Let Tim Hortons come to LAL this year.
Dude, call them if you got a number. Tell them they can come tomorrow.
I have a contact. I have a contact there. I had it for the first time in Georgia.
A contact at Tim Hortons?
Yeah, high level.
High level. It's like he's a store manager.
He's the cashier that put the put the Timbits in the case.
They gave an 11th honey dip Timbit on a 10 pack, and you're like, "This is my guy.
This is him. This is the hookup."
I think they like me.
Maybe
he's
they'll
a
give me
manager.
an email.
At the rural Georgia Tim Hortons store.
It was mediocre.
For all I think, we have a red bat phone to the Oval Office. It's not how it works. If it did, folks, I tell you, like, I would already be driving a Lambo. Okay, it just does not work that way. If not, I wouldn't be interested in starting a bin washing business to pay for my barn concrete here in 90 days.
I saw Liz's story on that. It's been a little crazy on that barn process.
Yeah, a couple delays, couple permitting things, some pesky neighbors, but we do have a build date for next week, Monday, dude. It's
awesome.
Yeah, that's, dude, 15 years in the making. I should have had that within 7 to 10 years of my company.
Yeah.
Again, I'm still playing catch up, but we are very, very excited about that. We actually redesigned like the barn. We actually changed the exterior colors this morning. we finally locked down some colors for the home. For anybody listening, we're building our custom home and our custom barn here. Like living the dream, dude. Couldn't
Which is
be more
being
thankful.
documented at.
Yeah, on YouTube, Building It Together, YouTube channel. So super excited about that. That channel is making $75 a month on the AdSense. I will tell you that.
Getting rich.
I'm very excited. Yeah, opening up new overseas bank accounts for that, like with Chase Bank. Look at it right here. I don't know if you can see. What are we at?
44.
No, it's 84.
84, yeah. I can't see it. It's not focusing.
Oh, it doesn't focus. I can't focus. It's just too many zeros in that digit,
zeros, yeah.
84.55. I'm rich. Rick James. Yeah, 84.
Hey, you hit 10K though. That's awesome. When did that happen?
Jeremiah, when you're as successful as I am,
this is the old. Whenever you hear Brian say, "I don't look at stats," that's the biggest load of BS I've ever heard in my life.
I swear my soul.
That's the biggest load of BS I've ever heard. Get off here.
I swear my salvation.
Get off here right now.
What do you want me to know? I swear on my salvation.
You watched that thing go from $9.99 to $10,000. Don't act like that.
I literally was bummed. I was at Xmark on the Brian's All Maintenance YouTube channel. It crossed 200,000. It was at 201,000. Like 4 or 5 days later. Like I didn't look at it for like a week. I was like, oh, 199.97. Like I'm like, I would like to have screenshotted 200,000. Yeah. Swear to God, I was so busy at Xmark for 3 days. I check it and we're at like 200,000 and 351 or whatever, right? And I'm like, I text Liz. I was actually legit pissed. I was like, "Are you for real? Like I've been waiting 2 years for this, like."
Well,
I mean, we glance at it once a week, but it's
when mine hits 375, you'll get the screenshot. I'm waiting.
What's 375?
375 subscribers.
Oh, what are you at? Do you have a YouTube channel? Oh, do you have? I don't look at mine. Oh.
I'm too big.
Well, not looking at it and not logging in are entirely different conversations, Jim. I only start this because I know how competitive you get, and at least I think I know how competitive you get. And
yeah, you don't want to bring it out on here.
No, that's why. But that's funny because I see Savannah like twist the knife, and I'm like, get it.
Let's just remember the red button was going for a long time. So
yeah, I like your idea though of we should play a game like what's Savannah's new fidget spinner for the day.
Yeah, for the day. You can see. Look, look here. She was sitting at this desk last time, and this is what was up. This was up by my keypad today. So
those are like the good ones.
Oh yeah, these cut pizza like no other.
You guys are cutting your food now.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, there's some scissors. No, they can't see it. It's kind of awkward.
They can hear it though.
You got some safety scissors on desk. Hey, Emmy's got some safety scissors too.
No, we do not cut our food. Only primates cut their food. So,
you want to talk about primates? You want to get a guest interview? You should get Liz on your show.
What?
Dude, for real.
Are you calling your wife a primate?
She's primal. No, I'm subprimal. She's primal. She bought a bunch of who's that dude? Liver King. She bought some Liver King stuff. So, do you know the Liver King guy?
No. I'm assuming I don't spend time on Instagram, bro.
You're so bold. You're so BS. You're so BS, dude. There's no way.
Who's the Liver King?
You're a liar. You're a liar. Like,
I swear.
People on South don't lie.
Everything,
I swear to God. Dude,
who is
the
Liver King?
Thing? Oh, shut up. I'm not even. There's no way. Are you for real? You're such a liar, bro.
I promise. What is Liver King? Inform me and everyone else.
Dude, anybody listening to this, follow this guy. Like, he went mega viral the last 2 years. The dude looks like
I know
Zeus.
Tiger King.
Are you for real right now? I'm about to just leave the podcast. Like, I just walk away. I don't even know how you recover from this. So,
Liver King,
dude, Liver King. You've never seen this guy? So, like, he looks like Zeus, dude. He's a fit dude. Like 245. Dude's muscular as hell. Anyway, for 2 years, he's like, you got to eat liver to get fit, basically, to get healthy. The guy's basically red.
Oh yeah, he looks like a freaking.
Oh, okay. I don't spend any time on Instagram.
Well, I had to get my login information. I forgot. It's been so long since I've been on here.
You're such a liar, bro.
Yeah, isn't it Jordan Peterson's daughter's all meat? I don't think she's liver, but she's all meat. But anyway, continue your story. Okay, we know who you're talking about. This dude is literally red. I'm sitting there looking at his Instagram.
For like 2 years, he went around saying like you got to eat liver to like get fit.
Is that like all he ate?
I don't know, but like he's got this whole like cult following thing.
Yeah, he's got a bison on his shoulder. Like
yeah, like he's a pretty funny character. But he went mega viral because of his antics. But he's making like $2 million a month, I guess, on a supplement line.
Mm-hmm.
And dude's making bank, right? So, but he's telling everybody like, eat liver, you'll be fit like me, basically, right? Like all these fake fitness gurus. And for like a year, people were calling him out, saying like, dude, you're totally taking roids. He's like, no, I'm not. He's like, that's subprimal. Like he's got this whole like thing, this shtick. Well, then it like comes out, his like doctor ratted him out that he's like taking like 12 grand a month in steroids and stuff.
No way.
Oh yeah, like, and then he like doesn't even do an apology video. He goes, "Primals, I lied." He goes, "I've been taking steroids, but you should still eat liver," and like just like totally glosses over, and like this is the weirdest apology you've ever seen.
Gosh.
You didn't see any of this like drama, like I don't know, maybe a year ago, summertime.
No way.
Swear to God. So anyway,
No way.
Liz is 4.5 months postpartum. She's doing great. She's doing really really well. A lot better than the first time pregnancy. Like. Side note for any of you guys out there, real talk, like if you have a wife that has a baby, goes through postpartum, it's a very, I don't say like traumatic experience. It's a very challenging experience, letdown for the wife. It's letdown being like their emotions are crazy, their hormones, because
their hormones go
are
up, down, every which way possible.
It's unquantifiable for a dude. You will not relate. You will not understand. The best thing you can do is just love on them and support them. Like real talk. So like first baby, Liz did not do it so hot. Our marriage was like really tough. Not like we're getting divorced. It was just a lot of fighting, a lot of firsts. Baby number 2, Liz and I are like, look, let's get a plan. Let's get this all figured out. Food, resources, supplements, help, like anything we need, right? Like a totally different conversation. Like, the first child, you come in hot, second child, we're like 90% of the way there. Much better experience for number 2. Okay. But Liz was like, hey, I might take some like I need to remineralize my body. This is her whole story to tell. It's really funny. Surprised she doesn't came in here like knocked me with her like hydro flask over the head. But listen, so she's like, oh, I need to like take these minerals, and I ordered this stuff, and it's really funny. She's like, I did a bunch of research, and I picked this brand, and I go, okay, Liver Queen, and she's like, who the hell's Liver Queen? And I go, like Liver King. And she goes, just like you, she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, dude, come on, Primal. So like I'm messing with her. I'm like, you're subprimal. And she's like, well, literally I got no idea what you're talking about. So it's funny, like she looks at the label, she starts reading it, and she Googles like the actual source because she bought it off somebody's affiliate link who did a blog post saying that this stuff is really good. This like mineral supplement. That's all like natural liver. And I go, bro, you sound like you literally bought this dude who's a total scam artist product. Like, and so she goes, no, I didn't. Like all defensive. She Googles it, goes back to the blog, goes to the website. She goes, comes back later. Yeah, I hear from the other room. You son of a bitch. I go, what? I go, what's going on? She's like, it's the effing liver king. And I go, you for real got hustled with that dude? You spent $35 buying his dehydrated liver capsules, and
probably had roids in it.
Dude, probably like the dude's taking like enough Tren and D-ball and like TRT to like kill a cow, and apparently now so is Liz with her liver supplement. I go, that dude's paying 15 G's a month to look like that, plus working out like a fiend. Obviously, I said, what do you? It was just a really funny story. So she's like, I can't believe I got duped, and it might be a good product for all it's no shade on the dude. I think he's a funny character. There's a lot of things you can learn from that dude, business, marketing, blah blah blah. But I was like, she's like, oh, it's really really good. I'm like, who told you that? She goes, I got it from a blog. I go, you mean the person kicking affiliate links? She goes, yeah. And I go, like, we do this stuff too. Like, don't you know don't you know the hustle in the game? You should
know
like,
by now.
I was like, at least we promote stuff we believe in, like Cujo's and Isotunes. I'm like, what are you doing right now? And she's like she just had this funny self-awareness. She's like, I feel like an idiot. I go, you're not. So you're not an idiot, but
you're just primal.
I said you're just subprimal. I said, You have no idea. And then she goes on the guy's Instagram page and she like texts me. She goes, "I'm so stupid." I go, "You're not stupid." It's just funny how it works. But you don't know any of this, dude? Nothing for real? The whole
Straight up.
Brian? Oh my God.
No. Nothing about Liver King.
Anybody listening in, if you know this story,
I live under a rock, I guess.
You're such a liar, bro. You're such a liar.
I have no
Ask
clue.
Savannah. Ask Savannah if she knows who the Liver King is.
No clue. I should call her right now. She's in her alternate universe though, so we'll see.
What does that mean?
She's working.
Liz and I immediately went to the swingers. Like, you guys aren't swingers, right?
Oh
like,
my goodness.
We're just making sure.
We do not have the red door. I think it's the red door. There's straight up
door.
There's a neighborhood here, and we won't name the neighborhood for all of our locals, but there's a neighborhood.
No way.
There's a neighborhood here. If you have a red door, that's what it stands for. So,
is that what it is for real?
No, straight up.
I swear to God, I have no idea.
No, yeah.
I thought it was the pineapple.
That's part of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I've heard.
So Savannah's like, you guys have the red door with the pineapple out front.
We have the blackest door possible. Farthest red as you can get.
Swear to God, campsite. We
that's you get a little iffy there.
Yeah, because there's a lot of pineapples out front of those campsites. You never know. I told Liz, I said we cannot. I said Josh Sutton might have a pineapple flag outside of his campsite. He's got a camper at a Quebec.
You're gonna you're gonna come out to the Bro Life breakfast. There's gonna be pineapples everywhere.
I should say sounds about right for my hardscaper friends, but they all are like big dudes, so I'm not gonna offend any of them.
Caleb and Brittany are gonna pull up in Brittany's new car with a pineapple in the back of it.
Oh my God, dude! You know what's even funnier? Get a pineapple sticker, slap it on their car at Equip, run.
Please do it. Please do it. Please, somebody please do it.
No, don't do that. I'm not getting. They still own Brian's10.com. I still.
That is true. You do. You do.
I need to get in the good graces.
According to Alicia Brenso, you are a cheap butt.
I heard that podcast. Listen, any other year, Alicia, I would have bought it. Okay, I'm building a home. All of our money.
2024. We're gonna retire the almonds by buying Brian's 10.
No, I'm gonna pull an MGM grand and hack my Brian's 10 back. The casino story. Did you hear the casino stuff going on in Las Vegas?
Nah, not on Instagram, bro.
Dude, I literally am on Instagram for like 3 minutes a day, and I know more. That's like what I use to like get a pulse of like the world. The hackers like took down like a $40 billion company because they got some LinkedIn dude's profile.
No way.
Called up like MGM Grand like corporate, said, "Hey, I'm trying to log into my thing. Can you change my password for me?" The lady gave him like a login, and the hackers like got access to the whole system and like did like a $15 million ransom.
Holy crap.
Like one level of security. This lady just like, yeah, here's your password.
Oh my gosh.
Shut down the whole thing. Like that oil pipeline thing that happened in Georgia a couple years back.
Yeah, no, that was wild. I do know that.
Yeah.
So
like same thing, dude. I think somebody said $15 million.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, obviously I don't know. You might need it in lawn care nowadays with as much like card on file and stuff as we have, but cybersecurity insurance is a real thing. Might not be a bad thing to look into if you're running card on file and stuff, because my father-in-law's company and a close family friend, they were both hacked, and they both had they had to pay ransom. There's no other way out of it. Like,
whoa.
And the hackers are actually smart, because what they do is they hack in, and then they ask for ransom, and they make it to where the company can pay it, but it's enough to where they get the money and run, but they actually give their stuff back. Because that's their business. Like if they didn't give it back, people would just not pay them. So like it's their way to ensure they get paid. They actually give your stuff back.
I always wondered that. I'm like, why wouldn't they just not give it back and just say, no, we want 10 million more?
I said the same thing. We had that conversation with my father-in-law. He was like, well, they do it because as long that they know that they can just keep on going down the line, getting in more people. Because like it's worth that company to pay them that to get their information back. Like what they hacked, they shut down their whole system. Like a multi-million-dollar construction company shut it down. Like totally shut it down.
I know of another company, similarly. I'm not even gonna say names or industries. I heard the story from a personal family friend, and we're talking $1 billion company,
Yeah.
and they literally said Pound Sand will rebuild the whole infrastructure. I'll tell you who the company is off the record.
As opposed to paying the ransom?
Paying the ransom. Yep.
Wow.
They literally went back to scroll credit card machines, punch card machines, from the 80s.
Yeah.
To pen and paper running their business for 6 months to rebuild all their servers, the whole deal.
I wonder why. Like, I wonder what the thought process is in that.
I mean, somebody did a cost benefit analysis or just threw a middle finger up and said, we're not giving in. And
we're not giving
and they just rebuilt their whole infrastructure and system from the back end. But it's a very, very large company that all of you know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That a family friend was privy to. And but you would never know. Like you said, you would never know.
Yeah.
That stuff is wild, man. But current events, there you go. This is about Trump's it for the longest podcast episode again.
This is this is 100% the longest. We might have had a Marriage Monday go this long, but I don't know. We've gone a lot of different places, but hey, we know where to get snow contracts. We know where to do the important things in life, which is find quality business advice off Instagram Reels. But
and use promo code Brian at Equip Expo to save you 50%. Look, dude,
Brian was making me guess. Brian was making me guess how many he had earlier. I guess he was like, "Oh no, not even close." So I went down like 50. I went down 50. He said, "Dude, no, you're going the wrong way. You weren't even close. Go the other way."
Yeah.
So I
was at 33. and I was really grateful. Paul was talking trash. He said, what did he say? Like he's got more codes or something or more, I don't know, whatever it was. He said that I had said something. I'm like, I didn't say that at all. Like, what are you talking about? So I don't know. Paul's rich. He's living the dream. Mitchell's rich, living the dream. Almonds are rich. They got an Encon or whatever the hell that thing is.
Steel wrist, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Steel wrist?
B&B just bought a company. He's rich.
Clearly, he's making money like the Treasury Department.
So it's pretty much you're down to two options. You're down to GG50, who cleans maggots out of trash can, or Brian Sin, who's about to build a pole barn on Monday. So you make the decision. It's out to the jury. You make the decision. We'll see who makes the final call.
Listen, I'm financing half the barn. Okay, like I'm not made of money. Okay,
they do give a loan to anybody nowadays.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. I mean, I knew that way before the barn. That's when they approved my home. I said, "You for real gonna give me this much money?" I said, "You guys are retarded." I said, "This is 08 all over again. You guys are nuts." And then they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "What?"
It's one of those awkward jokes. Like you don't know, they don't know how to react.
No. I was like, "You guys are." I literally go. I go. So we're doing it all over again, huh? And the guy goes, "Doing what?" I said, "Oh wait," and he goes, "What?" I go, "Nothing." I said, "Nothing. Don't worry about it."
Yeah,
where'd you need me to?
Where do I sign? Where's the dotted line?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, don't give money to anybody these days. I'll tell you that. But
that's wild, man. Well, I'm looking forward to everything we got coming up. We got Equip right on the corner. We got LAL right on the corner.
Yeah,
LAL. Where do we register? Do all that stuff?
LawEntrepreneurAcademy.com/store. First tab is the ticket tab, but tickets are selling really well. I know we've joked a bunch on this podcast and kind of went a little bit all over the place, but ticket sales are going really, really good. I'm really excited about everybody coming in. I don't know if you saw or listened on that Monday show, but last minute ad, we have Mark Bradley coming in to share.
No, I did not hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah, Mark Bradley's coming back. I am very grateful, very humbled, very thankful to have him come back. Mark Bradley, the guy that founded LMN, and we were joking about him early at the top of the show, but dude ran a $50 million company. I had somebody literally text me. They're like, "Well, that's Canadian." I said, "Are you for real?"
That's a joke.
I said, "What is that? 42 million US?" I said, "What?"
That disqualifies him.
Yeah, I was like, "You're right."
Good enough.
I said, "What a loser."
Yeah.
I said, "What a loser." Nobody don't want that talent here. Get out of here. Use the back door to come into our place. What are you talking about? I was like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you do? 42 grand last year?"
Yeah.
But and I'm having fun. But at the end of the day, super excited about having him come in. The dude's the nicest, kindest, and most humblest dude you've ever met. But he's coming in this year. He stole the show last year. He's one of my favorite guys. Yeah. So last minute ad, very, very grateful for him coming in. But we got Leroy Maines, up and coming speaker type panel we're going to do with Corey Ballard, getting about half dozen guys on from the audience that are growing. It's not always about the $1 million, $2 million, $10 million guy, you know.
Yeah.
If you went from 200 to 250 and added 3 people, I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's about growth. So we got about 6 or 8 guys. We're going to try to get up there. A little hot potato when we get there. We'll see who's who. Blah, blah, blah. Some more great speakers. I'm telling you, it's an amazing conference. It's one day, November 11th, Saturday, Novi, Michigan. Very easy airport to get into. Very easy city to get into.
Except for the construction.
The construction is a little tough right now, I'll admit. It is brutal.
It was just orange cone after orange cone after orange cone last year.
Dude, that's 94 from here to Chicago and 80 going east to Pennsylvania, bro. Everything is under construction. 275, 75. That goes from like up north Michigan to like Louisville. That whole thing is under construction. It has been for a decade.
Those are those projects that you're like, am I even going to be alive when they finish?
By the time they get done with one section, they're literally doing the next section.
Yeah.
Of like 100-mile stretch. It's insane. So if you guys want to fly the PJ with Jeremiah over here, because he's rich with multiple businesses,
just hit me up. We'll let you in.
Heck yeah. But no, ticket sales are really good. But I will say this, if you guys listen to the podcast real time, I would encourage you to get your ticket because the early bird registration ends, I think it's October 2nd, that first Monday of October. Then it goes up a mere $50, but say $50. But we'd love to have you guys there. Like, I know we joke a lot about stuff. We treat that conference very serious.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people come there part-time, 3 months later, put in their 2-week notice, quit. 6 months later, they're doing 150 grand. Year after that, doing 200 grand. Growing like crazy. Like it's a major opportunity to get around the heat and some people that think like you do. And I will tell you also honestly, like it's not a Quip Expo, it's not a groupie con.
Yeah.
Please don't come there if you just want to quote unquote hang only. We'll hang out, we'll have fun. The Friday night, it's a mixer right on this sports stadium thing. It's actually really cool. It's the first time we're doing it. So they'll be hanging out. We'll get to socialize too. But on Saturday, dude, it's game face. I want to learn. I want us to strap in. I want us to, learn how to take our company to the next level for the following year in 2024. This is where you go to learn to get those resources, that thought process, and go meet a Troy Clogg or Corey Ballard or Mark Bradley or Jeremiah Jennings. I mean, these people are like freely accessible to you for the whole day. And most of us go potluck at night, go to a local restaurant and go break bread, Dude, where are you going to get around that? I mean, I still think it's one of the best values that you can get in the industry.
This is like circling way back here. It's kind of what we talked about, leveling up your thought process, getting around people who think about more than just cutting grass. This is where you come. People attending this event are usually the ones that are looking to do that. And so it's like, we talk about being friends with people from around the country. Like, this is the place to do it. You get guys from Michigan to Ohio to Alabama to Florida to Oregon to New York and all across the country. And this is the place where you come and you're like, hey, these people here, these 8 people at my round table that I'm here for the day during this conference is like, these are the ones that their thought process is about more than cutting grass. It's about how do they expand their business, expand their life. And it's like, it's worth the $199 to go for that. Like, just to get around. Like we said, you don't buy friends. That's not what I'm in the business of, but it's like, hey, $200, you get around this many people, you get to make a lot of friendships. Like, I think it's a pretty good $200 investment.
Yeah. I mean, great observation. They are the people that are hungry to grow. And whether you're on fire, whether you're plateaued and you just need to get re-energized, or whether you're having a tough year and a little apathetic, I'll be honest, I've been doing this for 17 years. Not every year's been a banger.
Yeah.
There's years where I'm like, dude, the last thing I want to do is get around positive people that are kicking ass. I will promise you that's the time you need to get around those people even more, because you're on red line or flat line, you're on red alert. You need to get around those people, that environment, that experience, right, to recharge and to re-energize, so we'd love to have you guys. I'm not a hard pitch on it. I'll tell you honestly, I know I'm a little bit of a butthead, admittedly. Again, I try to guise that in because I care, and that's, I couldn't be more sincere. I would love to have you guys there It's an incredible event. It's an incredible experience. We spend 6 digits putting this thing on. If there's anything I can do to make the show more impactful, more useful, more effective, please let me know. And I'd be happy to do whatever I can, time, money, or resources to spend on that event to invest into you guys to help make it a better experience. For real. Like, this thing is a brainchild of all of you guys that have came over the years and given us feedback and who do you want to share next year. And we've invited different people. And Leroy Maines, everybody said, get Leroy Maines with Green Grind.
Yeah.
Corey said, dude, you get Leroy in there. I said, awesome. Guys are like, hey, I want to hear Keith Kalfas. He's like the Mr. Motivational speaker. We got him coming back. Jeff Joyner coming back. He's a professional motivational speaker. Like, these are great people coming into the conference. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I do want to give it the time of day and a proper promo and plug, because again, like, I got people all the time like, when's the conference coming to me in Georgia? I'm like, probably never.
Yeah.
Frankly, probably never. You can fly in Southwest Delta and you're in Detroit. It's a major hub. You're in there for $300. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
So love to have you guys, man. But don't wait either. Like, don't listen to the show. And again, we say this all the time, just like at the top of the hour, right? Like you said, don't just listen and consume and then not take action. Like, listen, decide, hey, I am going to try that out. They've been talking about it for 6 months or for the last couple of years. I've always said I wanted to go. Why not me? Why not now? And outside of that, like, ask yourself, when would be the perfect time to go? Like, what green lights have to get in a row that all turn green at the same time, right? That whole analogy for you to be like, you know what? That's my year. Frankly, that will probably never happen.
Yeah.
There's always life. There's always family. There's always kids. There's always business. There's always the leaves falling. There's always snow falling.
There's always a leaf cleanup. Yeah.
There's always a leaf cleanup. And I'm like, bro, please, I beg you, I plead you. Like, don't trade a $500 leaf cleanup or a $1,000 leaf cleanup day versus getting around guys like Mark Bradley and Leroy Maines. I'm like, and it's easy for me to try to like, it's easy for me to say that now, or maybe, and frankly, Jeremiah, it's hard for me to say that right now, but it's easy for you to realize that at 6:00 on Saturday, once the conference is over, and you say, man, I really do appreciate you really beating a dead horse, because I was on the fence. I was that guy. I did come last minute. I'm so grateful I did come.
Yeah.
Right. Because you're not going to know what value you got out of the conference until it's done. And I have not ascended yet to that level of vocabulary to convince people well enough or effectively enough. If I did, we'd have 1,000 people there, I believe. You know what I mean? So, but I've never had anybody at 6:00 on Saturday go, you know what? Waste of time, bro. I want my $200 back. And I'm not, dude, it's nothing about me. I'm telling you, it's the speakers, it's the caliber of people that we have there. Nobody's going to mistake that we did a good job.
Yeah.
But you got guys like Mark Bradley and all the above. Yeah, man, it's good. Ticket sales are trending up. We're like 27 or 28% higher year over year.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign.
That's awesome, man.
I'm really grateful for that. So that's all I got, man. You're getting kind of sleepy.
What is the cutoff? Do you have a cutoff?
Yeah, it's the 2nd of November. Similarly, we just keep it really simple around here. November 6th is the final cutoff. That'll be the Monday.
What about seats? Number of seats? How many you got?
No, I mean we don't do that.
Good. That's awesome.
I could fit 1,500 people in there if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Huge conference center, so they got those divider walls,
Yeah. Then just buy the next ballroom down.
Frankly, they kicked us to like the biggest ballroom, bigger than the place we had last year, and I'm like, hey, like, I'm ambitious thinking too. I'd like to have 600 people here.
We got to fill this.
Like, we're kind of like at a 10 to 15% year over year trend, growth, which I'll take. But you could fit 1,500 people in there, But no, we have, how the dividers are set up without boring you guys to death is probably about 350, 400.
Yeah.
But it's also nice too. The round tables, you get to kind of spread out a little bit. You're not stuck in classroom style seats where you're just like, I hate that. No seats, no tables. So we feed you well. It's gonna be a good time, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys coming up? Obviously.
Yeah. We'll be there. Yep. So
cool.
Be a good little trip.
Yeah. Don't delay though. Get your ticket now, man.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree with that. Don't wait, because even for no other reason than just logistics of planning the event. Like, you just need to know who's coming. And the quicker you know, the better it is. The easier it is for you. So,
Totally.
Also, I want to come up in the winter one day this year and like ride along on a snowplow night during a storm. I want to see that. So,
have you ever shoveled snow?
Never in my life. I've never been around enough snow to shovel.
Are you for real?
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't know what to do with it. If you put me behind a plow, I would literally say, "How do I do this?" Like, there's no way.
Bro, that'd be such an epic video.
That'd be a great video. Newbie, first ever plow and doing it during the 14-inch snowstorm.
I'll be like southerner tackles major snowstorm. You know, like you wouldn't even know what to do. That'd be hilarious.
Can I put some pine straw in it and like make it melt or something? I don't know. That's about the only thing I got for it.
Listen, man. Like, you know what? If you guys are making money with that,
hey, if you do it right, there's a lot of money in it. So
no, that's great.
Who were we talking about who was doing it? You were talking to somebody on the show the other day, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't think there's much money in it."
I don't
remember who it was.
It was a younger guy, though. I think it was a younger guy on my show.
Yeah,
it was a guest interview.
Yeah. I don't remember who it was, but I was like, man, he's not doing it right. But yeah, I want to come see a snowstorm. So
that would blow your mind. But dude, you are more than welcome. I got the camper. We got the barn. We'll roll out the red carpet for Growing Yellow anytime. You know,
anytime. I love it. Well, we're at an hour and 53 minutes. I think I might literally keep this one episode. I might just keep it. Just see who's vetted, see who's invested. So,
if I had a little bit more bandwidth, I'd keep every episode hour and a half. I like longer shows. Personally,
it is. It's awesome, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do. I was sitting here like it's hard to tie people down for 2 hours unless you do it like late night, things like that. But most people,
what's always perplexing to me is I'm up.
Yeah, same.
Nobody wants to chat.
Yeah,
everybody's in bed at 9 o'clock, and I'm like, I don't even get going until 9 o'clock.
Literally, yeah.
So if anybody wants to podcast at 10 p.m. at night, hit me up. I'm up.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I'm like, look at me, dude. I'm wide awake. I'm ready to go. Like,
don't let Brian fool you. He just had the biggest yawns of his life.
Did I yawn?
Yeah, you yawned.
Oh, I don't know. I feel good. I'm ready to rock and roll.
That Mountain Dew's kicking in. You know what Mountain Dew does?
Dude.
You know what Mountain Dew does to you, right?
It doesn't do what people say it does because I've had 2 in 2 years.
I don't think that's what it says.
I'll let you use your imagination on that one.
All right. You know what? This show has to end. This cannot keep going. This is going to end up in a very, very.
You're stealing my 2024 Together in the Trades talk. Okay, Jesus.
I couldn't tell you last time I had a sip of Mountain Dew. Couldn't tell you.
That's fine.
But when's the last time you had a sip of sweet tea?
Despise it. In fact, literally at KFC carryout, I swear to God, they gave me a sweet tea. I about puked in my truck.
But y'all's sweet tea isn't actual sweet tea. You need to come to the South and drink sweet tea. Then we'll talk. Or you don't have a Cane's near you, do you?
I don't know what that is.
You're actually missing out. We don't have a Cane's.
You couldn't pay me $500 to drink sweet tea.
Why?
You couldn't pay me $5,000 to drink sweet tea.
Why?
It's disgusting. It tastes like
you haven't had it right.
It tastes like expired something.
You've probably had Northern sweet tea. That's not sweet tea.
Oh, okay.
Come to the South. We'll
Northern and Southern. That's adorable.
Are you telling me Jamie didn't pour you sweet tea when you came down and we did the we had the barbecue at Cochran's house?
No, I did not drink that.
You probably had Mountain Dew or something. No ice.
Not a bottle of water. I drink water.
Man, those chickens. I'll never forget those chickens. If y'all want to see real entertainment, watch Brian Fullerton with chickens. He's going to have some at his new property.
That pig was crazy.
Yeah, the pig was just chilling in the backyard, yeah.
That was wild. I've never seen a pig, bro. But the nose ring thing. Listen, you can judge my workout and my dietary choices all you want, but all I know is that your wife ratted you out, that you slept in.
Oh my 5K. Gosh. She wasn't even there. Buffalo. She doesn't know.
What's that thing called? The robe thing that you sleep in?
The Snuggie?
What's the thing called? Yeah. You were sleeping in your little Snuggie.
Bro, it was too cold. I woke up and it was pitch black outside, and it was. I literally looked over. I rolled over, looked at my weather app, and it said it was 31. I said, "Going back to sleep." Ain't
Oh
worth
my
it.
gosh, you admit it.
So.
You said you missed your alarm. You totally turned it off.
No, I woke up, looked at that thing, and said it's not worth it. I'll be there this year, though. I'll be there, and I will.
Such a shame.
What do you want? What do you want to put on it? What do you want to put on it? Who's going to win?
Oh, I'm not even doing that. You're out of your mind. You can win all day, bro. I'm just trying not to drop dead of a heart attack.
You're just trying to get across the finish line.
We have different goals here, bro. Like we're not on the same page here.
We're aligned on a lot of things, not this.
No, I'm trying to make sure I don't die. Okay, like I got a lot of money to make. I want to live in my home. By the time it's done, I'm not trying to, clear an artery out like you are.
Yeah. We drink Mountain Dew at 11 p.m. at night. Long live the lifestyle.
This slows me down, man. That's how I throttle. I don't know. What was your time last year? We'll go off of that.
Okay. Not answering that. Not even. You're not getting anything for that. There's nothing. There's nothing on the table.
No, nothing.
The cold doesn't bother y'all though. That's the thing. Like I don't understand that. Like 31. Are you kidding me? Getting me to run a 31 degree. We don't see 31 until like the middle of January in the middle of the night. Like,
okay,
that's
so
not a
listen,
thing.
Timestamp this reel. This podcast, make this a reel. You can share this trying to blast me for all you guys that always give me gruff about anything over 90 degrees and Fullerton doesn't know hot and saying I'm
That's
soft.
facts.
Right, that's facts. And then 2 minutes later, man, 31 degrees, that's cold, bro. Like, oh man, I don't know.
That is.
It's like, then if I go, you guys are soft, you go, no, dude, it's totally different, bro. As you sip on your sweet tea, like
y'all are like 31 in shorts. I'm like, what are you doing? Like when it gets to 50, I'm in a parka. So I'm not actually that way. It's got to be in the 30s for me to be in that big a jacket. But I couldn't do snow. I couldn't do it. I'm too much of a baby. But I hear you sweat doing snow.
Yeah, we have the cooled seats on in the truck, bro.
Yeah, that's mind blowing.
Yeah, we're literally I got the air conditioning down, or air conditioning up, the windows down, air conditioned seats, because you're in, I don't know, $500 worth of high level clothing, whatever, Milwaukee or pick your brand, Carhartt. You sweat, like you will be warm. You jump out of the truck and you literally like, not smoke, but like
steam.
Have that steam. Yeah, you have, like, you literally are sweating. Like your man musk at the end of the night is rough.
Yeah, those jackets need to be washed.
Oh yeah, like you smell worse than your worst 90-degree day mowing grass. I promise you. It's a lot of fun, but
even when you're not. That's just when you're like shoveling, though, right?
Well, no, you're sitting in the truck, like you just bask. You just bake in it. So it's like you need the air conditioning going and all that mess.
Well, why do you have your jacket on in the truck?
No, you don't. You're in a t-shirt in the truck. But when you do throw on the jacket,
the in and out
shoveling. Yeah. Oh yeah, the in and out's what gets you moving.
Yeah.
Snow plows or snow shoveling is a real physical exercise. I mean, that's people obviously, as you know, pass away having heart attacks. Unfortunately, shoveling, like old people.
Really?
Oh yeah, you know this, no?
Why would I know that? I've never shoveled snow.
It's dude. There's not a snow, unfortunately, and it's somber, but there's not a snowstorm that goes through where Fox 2 News at 10, 70-year-old passes away shoveling snow.
Really? Are you being straight up like that
real?
That frequently?
Yeah, dude. This is I guess it's, you guys would never really cross this bridge, geographically, but yeah, I mean, literally. That's why everybody's like, it's cheaper to go get a plow guy for $50, $100.
That's how you bring value right there. Yeah.
But I mean, like if we do a seasonal driveway for $950 and you make 80 grand a year, but you're, 52 corporate America guy, and you haven't really, been exercising for 30 years, and you get 6 inches of snow, $100 a guy. Does that make sense? So
what'd you say? You cut out $100 a guy. What'd you say?
I said, like, if you're making 100 grand a year and you're older, what's $100 to go get to have your plow guy do it? You're not going to go out there. You're not.
That's not worth it.
It's not like it's literally time and money, but also health wise, So, it's probably why 1 out of 10, 20 people get their snow done around here, with the service.
Yeah.
So
I love it, dude. Good deal, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on tonight. Check out LaunchTeamAcademy.com. I don't want to hold you up any longer. I know you say you're bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, but do want to be respectful. So thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Jeremiah, it is always good to catch up with you, and I super appreciate the invite. And
there's so much sarcasm here.
No, I love
so much sarcasm here.
What are you talking about, bro?
All right, here we go. We're ending it. Brian's getting muted, and we're ending the show.
Oh. But at the end of the
Radio
day,
silence is bad.
Well, I thought I was muted still. I'll just have to use hand signals. So
for the audio listeners, that's good.
Yeah. At least I'm not fidget spinning a razor blade like your girl, Shout out to Savannah. No, I really do appreciate getting to hang out, and I think you have to obligatorily say a bunch of nice things at the end of a podcast when you're a guest. So
no, don't say anything nice. I don't do that very well. I don't receive compliments very well. No. So
why?
I don't know. We'll see.
We don't know. We'll see. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm scared. I don't receive compliments well. You'll see why.
We'll see.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Hey man, you're awesome. Pow! You shoot. It's like, what does that even mean? Hey, if you guys enjoyed me roasting Jeremiah back for 2 hours, there you go. You guys can share the podcast organically with a friend, and and then say, hey, can't wait to see you at the 5K at Mulligan at 6:30 in the morning.
Was it 6:30? I thought it was like 5. It was dark outside.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you honestly, I have no earthly idea.
Yeah, it was dark outside. I don't remember.
I was up at 5. I know that. Maybe even sooner. I think the gun goes off or whatever they call it at like 6 or 6:30.
So you got to be out there, yeah.
Well, dude, if you guys do run total last thing we always say, don't try to find this place at 10-2. Because it's like down a road, downtown Louisville. And if you make a wrong turn, it's all city, it's all one way. Then you have to redo that loop.
The whole thing.
Yeah, and God forbid you miss the cutoff. You go on the bridge and it takes you over to Indiana. You're screwed. You might as well just go home.
Yeah.
I almost swear to God did that. I literally stopped that traffic, bro. 5 lanes, 3 lanes coming off the bridge, 2 lanes going on the bridge. And I just hardcore left turned in front. I was like, if I get on that bridge, I'm missing.
Yeah, there's no going back. Yeah.
I was like, I did not get up at 5 a.m. to miss this thing.
Yeah.
That's not.
But it's pitch black. It's hard to figure out where you're at.
If you're not a city, if you're not used to big cities, which I know Detroit, I can get around, but we're more rural, more suburban.
You're still not driving one ways every single day that. No. We're that way here with Birmingham. When I go downtown, I'm like, this is kind of a struggle to figure out.
Yes, yeah, for real. So, and especially like you said, at 5 a.m. and your windows are fogged up. Don't try to be there 15 minutes before it starts. You will not make it. Yeah. It's busy, dude. It's a major city. They're hustling, bustling.
Yeah, they're going by then. Yeah.
Oh, dude, for sure. I was I was definitely that guy. I'm I'm cutting over 5 lanes of traffic right now. I do not care. I'm making a left.
It's worth the ticket price.
Totally. Oh, $200 is hey, I'll prepay for 3 of them. No big deal. I'm I'm not missing getting up at 4 a.m. for this 5 a.m. for this
too
stupid
invested.
Thing. For real. But,
I'm scared my SD card's about to run out of room.
We're done, man.
What if it just corrupted right now?
All right, we'll go again.
We'll run it back. At that point, it would just be a live show. We would just just release it live, literally.
All right. Well, appreciate you guys listening. Get your snow contracts, get your tickets to LAL, and get your Equip Expo tickets, GG50, bro. And that's all I got, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave us a big 5-star rating review if you did. Thanks for tuning in. We look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.